Is dating while broke or broken? Where are the questions?
Man, this light makes you feel really weird because I have the natural light coming in from that window. I
Oh, it
don't want
wasn't.
We see you better. We would like to see your pretty face.
Yeah.
Is that a problem?
Okay, and I forward this to boom,
to.
boom.
But how you just stare? You
Okay.
didn't smile, you didn't laugh, you just stared at me.
All right, I sent y'all the
What do you
question now.
mean, darling?
When I
Did
tell
you
Can
you,
you
I
see
sent
what
not
I
y'all
hear
did
the
to
question.
me?
you? I heard you. Did you see what I did?
Ooh,
No,
what's
I
up?
couldn't. You are very, very small for me. I'm looking for the email.
You
No, I
see
just sent the Discord. I just sent an email.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
it?
'Cause I was reading these
Oh
questions. I
God.
was like, I've
I
read
got a
these
gray
questions before.
brick. I ain't even gonna hold you.
You got a
You have a
what?
gray.
A
It's a
gray
file.
brick.
A gray brick.
Gray brick.
Let me look
Bunny,
and
it
see.
might not have low. You might need 5 to 7 business days.
Hey,
A
y'all,
great who?
you gonna hit off our internet, man?
Well, you see her face.
Did I
Do you see her
did I hit
face?
her? Great brick.
Okay, then.
No, yeah, gray brick. Yeah, y'all
Because
going.
did you
You
send
go.
her a gray beard? Did you send it?
No, I'm not sending her a gray brick. I sent her a
Okay,
file.
then.
But
Like,
you gonna leave her internet alone, man. Her internet. Hey, man, my internet is bad, but
she
like,
don't help. She's not helping the case. Like you're trying to be like, don't be like this, and I'm like, really? Oh, this is even better. I was definitely talking about this with Dev when he came to visit.
Pure excitement. Yay.
yeah, no
Yay!
idea what's going on.
No, I
Okay,
don't. I
all right.
don't at all.
It's okay. This is why I read the questions. You don't got to know. So your reaction is gonna be genuine. Then
Oh,
so look at
touche.
that.
Oh, I'm definitely reading it. Sorry.
Okay, so Nani, go ahead. Welcome in, everybody, to the Cool Down Den. I'm your host, Stu. What's up? You guys love him so much. We had to bring him back. We got Jay Mello in the building. He damn near co-host at this point. He's been on the show so much. But then
Hmm.
we have two lovely ladies here talking about a very great topic of the digital world and what is like the difference between the digital world and the real world and how we put on different personas to fit different masks. It's gonna be a great topic today. But joining us today, we have Blaze Bunny, a baddie extraordinaire, somebody who's really good rivals, really good person, all around, very funny person. Just has bad internet. But then we
You gonna call me out like that? First off,
Wait a
this is
minute!
you.
You just telling me to
This is
stop!
me. Here's the bus.
no, let's get all
Exactly
of
what you
all.
just did.
Oh
And then we
god!
got Lady. How do you pronounce the second part of your name? I never knew how to pronounce
Shatil, Lady
Shirtil.
Shatil. Just
Lady
lady is
Shirtil.
fine. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is a Shirtil? Is that like an animal or some shit?
No, so what it was is when I was thinking about changing my first name came from like me role playing in high school a lot, and it was like a persona that I made. So her first name is Cheyenne and her last name is Shatil, and the whole thing went way further than either of us thought when we started. But it was
Hmm.
great. It was a great
Hey,
experience. So I capsulized that in my gamer tag.
love it. Okay. So with that, hey, honey, how you doing? Welcome in. So I mean, with that being said, I'm gonna let you answer the first question. Since we're talking about gamer tag stuff, do you think the version of yourself online is the same that you are offline, or do you think you're two different people?
So I am the same person, period. But that being said, there is a lot of times where people in even in their physical lives, we wear multiple masks or a bunch of different hats. But the I am very much what you see is what you get, mess included. So like, and I've had these experiences with people that I play games with online that I'm like, oh, we live close, let's meet, and it might have been really awkward because I was the same me, but they're a different person.
Mm,
Like, you, they're this person online, but then they're their name when you meet them, and you're like, well, I don't know you. I'm the online person's friend, but I'm
mm,
like, if I'm your friend, how we met and how we're friends doesn't matter. So I'm not your gamer friend or your virtual friend or your IRL friend. I'm your friend.
No, that is true. That is true. I think a lot of times, I don't know. I feel like I've gone through that too. I feel like there's some different personas that I really love from people, and then I meet the other persona from that
Mhm.
person, and I think some people said it about me. Like some people love stream stew, but they don't really fuck with podcast stew. So I mean, I don't know. We can talk about that different. That's different story, different day though. Blaze, go back to here back with you. Do you think your online persona and your offline persona is the same?
Absolutely.
Love that. Love that.
My name is Blaze Bunny. I am currently Blaze as hell, so I don't see how much more I can be myself.
Hey,
Mm.
hey, hey.
I'm
She
just
she.
saying.
Don't get off to the seven. Hey.
The way I see it, what's the point in me going through all this effort just
Mm,
to lie to you? You know how much
yep.
time that takes? Mental fortitude? The lies you have to remember? That is a lot of work. I'm a very simplistic person. Get straight to the
Simple.
point.
Simple. I fucks with that. I fucks with that. I'm not really high. I don't get high like that, but I fucks with that mindset. Who else, who else got that mindset? Jay Mello. You know what I'm saying? Jay.
Mm.
I know the answer to this, but is your online persona and offline persona the same person?
Yeah, it's no, 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 absolutely not. Honestly, it is not. Online, um, online, I'm Jay Mello. I'm a troll. I'm a comedian. I'm a, I'm a deadbeat. I'm a, shit, what else am I?
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Shit, I'm a super soldier. So it's like, yeah, it ain't the same. Cause me in person, I'm a lot more quiet. Um, um, in a sense, just all around more shy in person. So like, for example, if I was to meet Stu IRL, it'd be a different vibe versus if I was to meet like one of you ladies or like in not in real life. Because since me and Stu have really built the bond of if when and if I ever see him in real life, it's just gonna be, you know what I'm saying, like
Oh, yeah.
excitement and brotherly love. Like it's gonna be excitement if I was to meet one of you two in person as well, but I'm more preserved to myself. Like you probably wouldn't get too many like too long in a conversation. Like I wouldn't be holding a long conversation, be like a nice dialect between us because of the simple fact that I'll be more focused on who you are and to see like digging into your life, your present, your future, and your past all in one sit down. And by the end of our conversation, you probably might catch yourself speaking about yourself more than what you actually found out about me. So
Mm.
it's like, although the conversation would
Understand.
probably be choppy, like we would definitely be talking about who you are because I don't really know you. You know.
I will say, I will add in I am a little reserved when I'm first getting to meet you.
Mm.
Only because I'm trying to figure out, can I be my actual self around you, or do I have to
Mm.
mask and pretend and basically hide the ADHD side of me?
And
But
see, I think
Because it can
I
become a
blame that
little too
on
much.
kind of like how some of us was raised. Because like for myself, I'm quiet because
Hmm.
I was always taught speak when spoken to. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So it's like
Facts.
Seen and not
I'm
heard.
not. Yeah, so it's like I'm not about to go ahead and throw my opinions on you because of the simple fact they might be unwanted. So it's just like I see why I was like taught spoke when speaking
I'm
to, speak when
Yeah.
spoken to.
If you
But it's
ask
like,
me directly, like, do I look good in this? Oh, I'm gonna tell you what you look like. It
mm,
might not be the answer you want.
So
you
don't
didn't tell
ask
me
her.
and I
Got
asked. Hold
you.
on, pause. I
I
did
didn't hear
ask.
you ask.
When I switched and I said, "Oh, I was supposed to put this shirt on because this is the one you actually picked," and I put the wrong shirt on, and I asked you how it looked.
I said I like that one.
I heard you say you like the other one. hold on. Wait a minute. I had a. I was gonna say
But
something,
the
but
other
let me
reason
say it.
why I had you turn on the lights the way you did was because I wanted to see your face. I couldn't see your face.
Take your time.
Oh, I'm weak.
You know I'm blind.
I you see how unfazed she is.
You
Oh
know
my
I ain't got
god.
my corrected eyeballs in.
Correct
Correct
the
eyeballs is
eyeballs.
crazy.
Corrected
You act like
eyeballs.
I said
like
what I said.
Rocket. What was that? In game, he said,
Yeah,
"Oh, I want to put that eye in that." Yeah. Anyway, we gonna move forward. But no,
Mm.
I feel you though, Jake. Sometimes like family, man. This not just family, but like just people. Period. As you grow up, you realize like, dang, you really just cannot talk. Like it's hard being a person and being who you truly are, because, especially because we live in a digital world now. We live in a digital world where everybody literally pays you big money to be fake. It pays to be fake nowadays,
no, 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 no.
and
For
and to
me, it pays to be fake at work.
oh yeah, no,
You
at
get the
work.
professional O at work.
You get them exactly. Let me tell you. You know how many times I've got laughed at, but Stuart, your professional voice is white as hell. Yeah, it sure is. You know why? Because they're gonna give me this money. Give me
Absolutely,
this
darling. How can
money.
I help you today?
And that's why I said
Not
Mhm.
you from Tennessee.
Georgia, baby.
she is from Georgia. She is a Georgia peach.
So okay, so look, so here's the question. The next question I'm gonna ask Jay. Ew, I don't know why I can't. So Jay, can you remember a time when you felt your online persona or your online who you are online felt more real than who you are in real life?
Yeah. So through my experiences with making friends online, especially the genuine connection that I actually tend to give people when I'm making you my friend. Like when you're becoming my friend, you see, you hear, you hear about my trauma. So if I'm telling you about what happened in my life and what's been going on in my life, and I'm keeping you updated, that means you're a genuine friend, and I trust you with my life. Now, I don't believe in me not making genuine connection with people that I call my friends. I don't do the whole associate thing, but I do understand it. So it's like I'm not oblivious to these are your friends and these are people that you rock with. Like this is your family. This is your chosen family. These are your friends. And then, these are people that you tend to basically meet on your journey. So yes, I'm not oblivious to it, but is it like I try not to actually have friends for certain reasons, but it's like inevitable, honestly. Like
Mm-hmm.
because my gamer friends would not mesh well with my IRL friends, but my gamer friends would mesh well with my brothers. So like my brothers, we play we're casual dads, so we'll play 2K, and I could casually run COD with them. And my gamers are they're more sweaty, but yet you know they're
Can I
more
ask
like
why?
why I couldn't mesh my like gamer friends in my IRL.
Hmm.
Oh well, my IRLs they're more into everything outside of the game, so they enjoy the kicking it and the traveling more. I'm not saying that my gamer friends don't, but my gamer friends again we tend to be sweaty at certain games. So being real good and having game sense and having a game conversation versus having a conversation with these guys aren't gonna like gravitate towards that conversation. They kind of just like, oh, all right, that's cool. It's like, well, but how much money has that made? You know what I'm saying? Not saying that my
Mm.
IRL friends are like that, but like
Shut your
Yeah.
ass up.
when they're majority thinking about the output and the quick turnaround from cash. So it's like gaming ain't really on they ain't something that they really fond of. They play the game once every other month type shit, but whereas on this on the grind for a goal every day, nah. And they don't really understand it. So it's like they support me, but they support me when they see me like, oh yeah, I see your clip on you know what I'm saying? Versus my gamer friends seen it, commented, reposted. And they understand what's going on in the clip. So
For
Well,
sure.
feel like the other thing too, Bunny, though, with your question to understand, is that for a lot of people, even for us, even though we're the same people, well, you a little different, but us being the same person on and offline consistently, like video games is still escapism.
Mm.
So
Mm,
people that are hardcore gamers don't want to talk to people that are too serious about world things, like worldly
mm,
things, because then you'll bring up a conversation that's really exciting to them, but if it doesn't revolve around the thing they escape into, they don't want that. It's deuces. I'm out. I'm not interested, and vice versa.
Mm.
So that would explain why Jay's, even if he was the same person to both people, they could not be together because they not in the same mindset or the same thought frequency.
That
hundred
makes sense.
percent. I think that that's 100% true. I'm a big believer in no one person on this earth gets the same version of you as another person. I'm a big believer in that. Um, Even if you try to be the same person, everybody, Jay, who Jay is to his daughter is different who he is to his wife, and who he is to be, who he is to everybody has a different visual of Jay. Everybody has a different visual of Stu. Everybody has a different visual of Bunny. Everybody has a different visual of Lady. So you at the end of the day, and that's been hard for me recently because I tried to get. I think I think about this for myself a little bit. Cause I try to think about I try to get everybody I came in contact with to see one version of me instead of just realizing okay how they see me is how they see me, and that's okay, that's cool,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just roll with that and just be okay with saying that's how they see me. That's their version of Stu, and that's okay. You know, whether I like that version or not. So and I think that it is hard. It is hard a little bit, but at the same time, yeah, you want to have all your friends gel together. Everybody, I think everybody wants to have just one big happy family of friends, right? We
Mm-hmm.
want everybody to chill together. We want everybody to be, but that's just not realistic, Jay, I got people like that too. I told you about that, man. I got family members who are just now coming to stop by the stream because I'm doing podcasts. They just or if I'm doing weight loss content, they just not stopping by and doing stuff. But while I was on the game, oh, you couldn't pay them to be on my shit.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man.
You couldn't pay them to be on my shit. So 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 yeah. So it's definitely it's different. It's different. But yeah, Bunny, I don't think I heard you answer this. So you know, yeah. Can you remember a time? Yeah, can you remember a time when your online presence felt more real than your day to day self?
Uh, yeah. Actually, when I was in my major depressive episode a few years back,
Okay.
it
Okay.
got to a point where I'd say like 90% of my friends and people that I actually like talked to at the time were online. And then the ones that truly saw what I was dealing with, and I'm talking they got the VIP treatment. They witnessed things that you couldn't pay them to tell you. Um, Even then, that version of me, I had to escape it in a different light. I
Hmm.
had to like basically put myself in a mental place where if I didn't escape it, I wouldn't be here today. But I'm glad I did.
I'm
People
glad you did
are
too.
Honestly, gaming is what saved me.
Shout out to games, man. Shout out to video games, man. Let me tell you, shout
no
out to
for real
video
though,
games.
man.
Which
For
No,
I
it
real,
really
feel
man.
Shout out to
was.
video
that
games.
because I swear to God, there are people that don't play video games or don't understand the culture. They just go like,
Hmm.
it's destroying everything. I'm like, really? Because some of the people that played video games decided not to shoot up a school, not to kill
Oh,
off,
that is fact.
not to like kill themselves and everyone around them. Some of the people that play video games actually need it because it's a safe space and a safe place for them,
And
even
let
if
and
it's a toxic game.
Yes, 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 100%. And I think a lot of people, and let's be real, like you said, it is different out. Everybody has a something. It could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be sex, it could be working out, it could be gaming. Everybody has something, right? And
Hmm.
so I don't think people should knock other people for whatever that something is, even though sometimes we may look at it, may judge a little bit, but we should not knock whatever that something is. You may not like it, like or Jay, like your homeboys may not like gaming, but maybe they like fucking bitches, and that's how they get their stress off.
I
Maybe they
say if it's
Nah,
not
for
harming
hey,
yourself and it's not harming other people, then it is okay for you to do what you need to do.
100%. Even though there are some people who like harming other people as a fun thing to do, we ain't talking about that today. Um,
Uh,
That's another podcast for later.
that's another one. Even though
I
it is
changed my mind.
domestic
Okay,
violence,
I changed my mind.
even though it
I
is
don't know.
domestic violence awareness month this month, that is
It,
true.
see, okay, but hmm, okay, I can't. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Discord call. I'm about to be in this with you all day today, so we talk about that. Um, so
Make a note.
I
Make
keep
another.
forgetting I've been up since 7 a.m.
yeah, you be up all day,
and
huh?
I did a whole 2 hour workout in the park earlier.
Look
That's
at you,
why if you see me like randomly
mm.
say ow, I mean that ow from my spirit.
ow, girl, you did
So
your. You know
mental.
what I'm
I
saying?
We need
I
to
didn't
stop
even know it
talking.
was 2 hours until I got home. The problem is I gotta walk 20 minutes to the park and 20 minutes home.
Mm.
Anyway, I don't know. That's too much walking for me. I did too much walking yesterday, but I don't feel safe when I walk, and I think that's the biggest thing. When I walk, I don't feel safe sometimes when I do too
Get a
much walking.
dog. That's what I
I'm gonna,
did.
I'm gonna fall or some shit. But I do feel safe online. Let me tell you.
Nah,
And
get a dog. That's what I did.
I need a dog too.
Okay, but hold on.
So when, yeah, go ahead, lady.
No, I was asking you to go ahead because
Oh,
you was
okay, yeah.
answering that.
So no, yeah, I was. So, lady, um, why do you think? Because we were talking about how people feel safe in gaming and stuff like that. So, why do you think people feel safer express themselves online versus in person?
You want the short answer or the long answer? I got
I
you
mean,
both.
we can go all day. I don't care.
Okay, so the immediate short answer is because there are no immediate consequences. The long answer, which like, and you'll hear a rare story here and there where somebody's being trolled online and then they get doxxed or somebody found them and actually did some bodily harm or worse to them. But like people online are like people with alcohol. They get real brave
Hmm.
because one, you can't see me, you don't know what I look like, you know what I sound like. I can say whatever I want for better or worse.
Hmm.
Because like people, I think everybody knows that your words can either build someone up or tear them down. But then like people get online and unload on every innocent bystander specifically because they cannot see the potential damage they are doing.
Exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
Mm.
and like then there's no immediate consequence. There's no immediate consequence. Like, okay, you can report somebody in the like let's say rivals because we talked about it earlier. You can I reported that guy from rivals yesterday
Hmm.
that sold our game. He's restricted from playing competitive, but that's the only consequence. That took 24 hours. Actually, 48 because we didn't play yesterday. But we did play yesterday. That was 24 hours.
Yeah, we
Okay,
did it.
that's not the point. The point was that wasn't an immediate consequence, and it's like, is it really like, is it a real consequence now? It's like a slap on the wrist, and then you're like,
Right.
they'll get right back
Right.
to it. They'll get right. As soon as the restrictions lifted, they're gonna be the same person. There's no motivation or incentive to be a better person when you're online. That's not to say everybody online is bad.
Everybody bad.
That's like, I mean, listen, I give Bunny sass all day long between me and her, but the bigger thing is Bunny's best interests are always my intention at the end of the day, and she knows my heart and that I care about her. And I only know what her best interest is because I asked her what her interests are, not just assuming what her best interest is. That
Mm,
being said, um, I guess that's the long version.
As long and thank you for doing the short and long. We like it all around over here. You know what I'm saying? No, nothing short. We like
Hey
the whole
yo.
drawn out experience, man. No foreplay around here. We want the whole session.
Okay, you
But
don't get
foreplay
Whole
would make
session.
it a long, drawn out experience.
That's
Foreplay
why
would
that's
be
good to
harder.
have
the
the foreplay
foreplay would
and
make it
laundry.
better, but he's like
Exactly.
Exactly.
I want the
he
whole
said the
thing.
short was the foreplay and the long was the
Exactly.
so
What
he
they're
liked
saying
the
radio.
package.
Both of them. I want both of
Both of us crazy.
them. Both of them.
Okay.
Okay, so you can't be doing all that because money already high. You like going extra.
I know, right?
she like she's like, what are we talking about here? I'm like, baby, he right he with you, he with you. He's like,
Okay.
I plead the fifth.
you can't say that looking like that. Your arms are folded and your eyes are barely open and you trying not to laugh. You gonna fall on the floor if you laugh.
Oh man. Okay, well, Miss Plead the Fifth, I'm gonna need you to plead the fourth to answer this question. So, you, why do you think?
Sorry.
So, oh, okay.
Oh,
So,
I
Bunny,
accidentally hit the keyboard.
yeah, I saw you type the chat. That was crazy. Look,
My
so,
bad.
so Bunny, so like, why do you think people are safer online, or they feel safer online?
Repeat. Hold on. Processing. Wait for it. Okay.
Loading,
Um.
loading, loading.
You, listen. I had to take a fresh stroke on that one because what I thought I heard was not what you said.
Oh, okay.
We
This
here.
podcast mad fun for her
We
right
here now.
now. I'm loving this.
Mhm, mhm.
I have tears in my eyes.
Whenever you're ready, honey. Whenever you're ready.
Because IRL people are some assholes. Angela,
Uh,
that's true. That's
First
true right
off,
there.
IRL people are definitely assholes and fake drama attention seekers, but they can also be genuine, chill. Like when I'll from experience, I for a while lived with my mom on purpose because I was afraid of the outside world.
Mm.
It was like a legit phobia type shit. Um, I finally moved out, ended up moving in with somebody, bad experience, proved my phobia right, moved back in with my mom, and then moved out again. It and every single time I moved in or out of the house, I was online chatting with my friends, like using Discord, shit like this, live on Twitch when I was able to be live and shit like that. Um,
Ooh, ooh,
ooh, ooh.
ooh.
I mean, them click clacks was clacking, clicking.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, I forgot you can hear me typing.
no, that's true. But what you just typed was good. That's good right there. That's so good. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
I'm gonna extend this to 20 seconds because I need everybody to read this right here. This is good right here. You don't have
we're
to always
gonna
trauma bond and gain online friends.
exactly.
That's good right there.
Let me
That's a
explain
word.
why I said it.
It's
I'm not
Context.
nice.
trying to. It's okay.
No, girl, I'm not
I'm
talking
not.
about you. Calm down.
It feels like you
You
just
were
did.
venting. Okay, that's why I said. Let me clarify. It wasn't about you. It was about an earlier conversation. Somebody said, Angela said, I like my online friends better. And my brain immediately was like, because if you think about, and you were talking about something you're going through, but I'm like, but if you had done that with people who weren't online friends, you would have been immediately trauma bonding with them. And people have a tendency to trauma bond with their IRL friends. Like, think about your friends with some of your IRL friends. Now, you usually bonded over mutual trauma. However, with your online friends, you establish common ground usually through a video game. However, y'all met is y'all common ground. That's your link,
That is true.
and that becomes your foundation, and you build off that. You don't build off of some weird ass like we talked through trauma. I think I was one of your online friends when you were going through the thing with your mom,
Yeah,
and
she witnessed it. Some shit.
but We ain't gonna talk about it. But the point was that was after we had already decided we were gonna be friends.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't happen, and then we were like, oh, we're gonna be friends now because like you need a friend now.
Yeah.
It was like, no, no, no. Because we're friends, let me be here for you through this period. Let's talk about what that and help you process this. We processed trauma together. We didn't make that our whole identity.
And I think that's good. That is good. Because look, I ain't gonna lie. I definitely, there's been some times I real was just like, yeah, you was there in a bad spot, and it just ended up becoming our whole thing where you saving me or I'm saving you, and it's not cool. It's not cool at all. So, but Jay, you don't know who haven't really talked in this whole situation. So why do you think people are safer behind these four corners of the internet?
Because the same reason why a woman is quicker to leave you on red and not actually reply.
Let me make sure I mark that for a clip real quick. That's a clip already. Make sure that's marked for a clip. That's my bait clip of the
Can we
string.
talk
Thank you.
about that?
He's funny. He's
In a
funny.
minute.
That's my
But
bait clip of the
it's
podcast.
I'm letting
it's
it. I'm letting it
easier.
cook. You gotta cook with that one.
It's just easier, not to have to deal with what you make some situations that you may have caused online. So you could just go ahead and, for example, I just post and I just go. So I don't look back at the potential fire that I just left behind with the post that I just posted. So,
This
and
man
then when
posted
I
some
do come
fire.
back, I may or may not even reply. So I might just look at all the all the little all the people that's mad or feeling away, and they just comment and they just kind of shit. They becoming friends because of the simple fact they on the post agreeing with each other.
Hmm.
But me, on the other hand, I'm literally just sitting there looking at it and just scrolling, and it won't even come back for it. So
Yeah.
it just feels safe because you won't see me, and you want be able to confront me about what I said or or how I, even though the post don't be really how I feel. So, but it's just easier.
But
Can't
I
nobody
think
see me.
that's But I think that's a fair point too, Jay, that you make, is that people have a habit of like going online to seek validation. Because
Hmm.
even though you're like, I'm a different person, like it's like you let the worst of you be online and the best of you be in real life, and they are bonding over this because they validating each other over your opinion. Now, how long that bond lasts, I don't know.
I mean, shit, that ain't his problem. Don't let me start off play. No.
It's not. It's really not. But the point is, that was a great example about why people feel safe online. They always find like think about why Reddit posts are so crazy. Why like forums like "Am I overacting?" or "Am I the asshole?" are so
Oh, I love
popular.
Emma the
I've
asshole.
never. I only time I've been
Hmm.
on Reddit is because I heard Reddit porn was good. So I was let me try it out, and I tried. I was very disappointed, and I never went back. That's the
For
only time I've
what?
ever been on Reddit. I've never been on Reddit like that. I know people talk about Reddit forums all the time. I feel like I'm just reading a very long ass essay on Reddit, and
See,
I
that's usually
just
what
don't
I
fuck
do,
with it.
and I just listen to the videos. They read it for me.
Yeah, Bunny's my
Yeah,
exposure. There
yeah. I
was like
don't.
one YouTuber who was like reacting to Reddit stories that they found, and I was just like, this is why I'll never actually get on Reddit. It's a madhouse.
Yes,
But
so I can see the fact that you just called it a Reddit story proves my point. Like, it's not, it wasn't
they're
a
like
Reddit
soap
post; it was a
operas.
Reddit story. Like, this is a whole. These people be having whole stories on this little board form where you can vote up or down. I don't
Hey,
get how it works in Reddit, but
hey,
I
this is
do like the
how I
concept of
get
it.
my daily exposure to gossip. Okay,
I feel that
She don't care if it's AI
my daily
generated or
exposure,
not.
my daily exposure is on Twitter, man. My
okay,
Twitter feed, I probably
my
have the
info.
greatest Twitter feed in all of mankind. Let me tell you.
Yeah, yeah. Angela, she knows. Bunny don't care. She be there for entertainment.
My
Yeah,
ears are
just
open.
is open. No, for sure. Though, I do agree with everybody, man. That's is people do feel safer. I'm gonna be honest. I feel safer online than I do in my real life, and I think I put it that way on purpose because just for me, from my experience, I started streaming to get away from COVID and just the depression of COVID. COVID was a very depressing time. That's when I started streaming, right? Fun fact, I started a podcast before I started streaming. So the Cooldown Den is actually version 2 of my podcast. If y'all want to see the old episodes, you gotta go to the YouTube for that. But yes, I did a podcast first, and it was cool for a little bit. But then I found out about gaming. Greetings, people. Hey, lady. Then I found out about gaming. I found out about Warzone. Warzone came out, changed my whole perspective. I found out about Nick Merckx and Tim the Tatman, all these streamers, and I was like, yo, I want to do this streaming stuff, you know. And so it took. Whenever I wasn't online, I was just sad, depressed, and my household was just dark, right? Even though it might have been loud outside, it was just dark. And so whenever I was online, I had the light on my face. And even though I was streaming to maybe one or two people, maybe one or two. I remember for the longest time, my only two viewers was Jay and a guy in Puerto Rico named Luke. That's it. Those were my only two viewers. If y'all
Shout out
remember him,
Luke.
Lukey Cup. His name was Lukey Cupcake. He was like a 14-year-old in Puerto Rico.
Oh,
He's in college now. He's in college now. Shout
Wow.
out to Luke. But yeah, but Luke and Jay were my first two fans, and they was at every stream, and I was it. That was my whole chat. But I was the happiest, because I was just, they talked, they engaged. It was like my own little 3-man crew family. And now Stuville's grown to almost 1,000. We're almost at 1,000 followers. Make sure I hit that follow button. You know what I'm saying? And subscribe to YouTube. We almost at 700. You know what I'm saying? But human reaction made you. Is that exactly? I've always been that way, lady. I'm always that way. Matter of fact, yeah, I've always been this way to where human interaction makes me happy. Like I'm not a big person on money. Fun fact, I hate money. I actually despise money. Money is the root of all evil, and I believe that with my heart. I hate money. I know you have to have it, so you have to do stuff to have it to maintain. But I despise money. But if it comes between like just me having interaction with you guys, like this right here, this is what fuels me. This is a conversation talk about for. This is what fuels me. So I love human interaction and just deep conversations and just talks. This is what makes me happy right here.
Okay, so why did you choose to make your online deep conversations and human interactions more favorable to you versus a IRL? Because you say you feel safer online versus, you know. So why is that? Why do you think you made it like that?
That you know what I thought about that for a long time because people actually ask me so I have some IRLs ask me, well, damn, they get a happier side of you, they get a better side of you, and I had to think about that for a long time. Why am I happier with Jay than I am my girlfriend? Why am I happier with Kat than I am, whoever, right? And the reason for me was I can be myself around y'all, good or bad, and it don't change nothing.
Mm.
I could be sad, I could be happy, I could be horny, I could be whatever emotion that day. Maybe not the horny. Yeah, y'all kind of tune in a little bit on horny, but like whatever. The point is, whatever emotion I have that day, y'all just like whatever. Still, we love you anyway. Whereas there's been some of my IRLs, people I know in real life, I have to be a certain stew to get the good reaction. And if I wasn't that certain stew, I got the negative side of that person.
Mm.
I gotta say something on that. Okay, because I'm gonna go backwards to go forwards. Okay,
Mm.
but that is exactly why I said I'm the same person, because I had to stop caring about other people's perspective of me. Like I had to be consistent in acting within like my values, my moral standing, my beliefs. However, if ever someone made me feel like I had to be a different person or I could not be myself, there was a conversation and we either stopped being friends or we had like restrictions on how we hung out. Like instead of me having to be an entirely different person just to hang out with you, we just changed the narrative on what hanging out means. That means we only do this together. Period. Anything more than that is outside of our friendship scope. Like our
Hmm.
friendship can't handle anything past that. That's if we decided that we still want to be friends. Some of these people, I'm like, we're just not friends anymore because it's like I didn't. We didn't become friends, so I can be your project. So you can tell me what kind of person I'm allowed to be.
That's
The
a
work.
word right there. Hold on, let me make that a clip. We did not
Hmm.
become friends, so I could be your project. Hold up, can we get a whole amen on that for a second? I like that. I like that.
You need that amen sound clap.
I
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I
I
mean,
wonder, can y'all
it's
hear this?
no, I think you separated it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
but even the thing with like with me and Bunny, there were time periods when Bunny was upset and we were talking, or whenever she would come to talk to me about something, I asked her at the gate. So listen, I'm gonna listen to you, period. But are you talking to me because you wanted advice or because you want to vent? That's how we talk. And Bunny says outright, either I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what I need. Maybe I just need somebody to listen to me and be a soundboard. Got you, boo. Love you. Or she'd be like, I actually need somebody to help me think through this. Got you, regardless. But it was that being upfront about what are we doing right
And that's something I had to. I need to get better at that. Since first of all, I think I've shouted out all of my online friends almost every episode I do. Is I shout y'all out because y'all really have made a big impact in my life of who I am. You know, like I'm talking about Lady, I'm talking about Jay, I'm talking about Vibes. Y'all know who y'all are. But yeah, y'all, because at the end of the day, a lot of y'all would say stuff like, "Stu, what do you really want?" Because a lot of times there's been time with, yeah, let's cut to the bullshit, Stu. Come on, what are you really trying to say here? And I think that's what you say you do with Bunny here. You do that. Like, okay, what do you need right now? And y'all make me think. I'm like, damn, shit. Oh, I ain't really asked. I ain't had no IRLs ask me shit like that. Usually I say what I say, then they respond how they respond, and then we don't talk to each other for a little while, and then that's the end of it. But instead of us, so what I love about Lady and the people I have in my corner now is they make you say, no, okay, why do you feel like that? And I'm like, shit.
Hmm.
That shit. When they hit you with that responsibility, you be like, damn, I
You
ain't
gotta
really.
sit back like
I ain't,
shit.
I ain't really thinking about it like that. Hold on. Let me get back to you. And they're like, we'll be here. And I'll be like, shit.
now? I mean, because at the end of the day, all jokes aside, which is why I fuck with Bunny, she knows I'm fucking with her. But all jokes aside, the only thing I'm ever gonna hold you accountable to is the person you tell me you want to be.
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
okay, because I am a big victim of falling in love with people's potential. Like, I always
Potential.
potential fucked me up so many times.
Potential
Okay,
is.
but
Hmm.
see, I can see the potential in everybody. I still choose to do that.
Say that
But
to Jake.
do you see the potential in yourself, Bunny?
Say that.
How many times we talked? I'm like, girl, you are a fucking goddess. If you don't stop talking to that waste of air, I will fight you and him. Y'all both getting hands.
Well, right now, she the goddess of being high. I'm like,
Thicker than a snicker and higher than a kite. Yes, she is.
Hey, what the young folks be doing?
Oh,
Clock it.
the fingers, but
Mm.
because because Bunny is so actually pure. She's flirtatious, she's innocent, she's sweet, and she's so sincere. And she is a dingbat. But
let me
Bunny
think back.
never goes out of her way to do harm to anybody or be mean to people. So when she going up for people on Marvel, I'm like, that ain't Bunny. Like that's not Bunny. That's internet Bunny right there. The internet Bunny that go off on people. That's the only time Bunny fake. Bunny don't go off on people. She
I'm gonna
don't.
tell you. Let me tell y'all. Ever since I've been playing Marvel Rivals with y'all, one of my favorite things that y'all do, and not even one of it. This is my favorite thing that y'all do. Is that the Hiller P what is it?
Public
Y'all,
service announcement.
public service.
PSA.
Y'all do a PSA every game we get in, Jay. Before the game starts, they get on the mic and they say public service announcement from your healers, and then like I think I have it memorized by now. Okay, if we cannot see you, we cannot heal you. Okay, so don't. And I'll be like, facts. And then, but my favorite thing that lady says so well. This is the bubble. You see the bubble, you love the bubble. Bubbles
Oh,
are your
that's my
friends.
So
thing.
it's funny.
That's your thing. Oh, that's your thing.
Okay,
Oh, I'm just
because
like,
I
oh,
just say the bubble is your friend. What I say to people after we
it's
say the
so
first
good.
part, if we cannot see you, we cannot heal you. It's also if we are not healing you, we are dying. Like we are fighting for our life.
So
Turn
it's
around.
just, and I love them because there's been some interactions where they're like, the fuck, and but most of our games go good because they're like, okay, and then go around the corner and find out if hills reach, lady. Lady, let me tell you, bro, I ain't
That didn't
bitching.
die.
Cloak and Dagger is an auto aim character, but she can't auto aim around the corner. Like, you feel me? Like, I can't.
This is not wanted.
No,
It's just not try to bend
oh
them freaking
God.
man. What? Especially, but no, I
Yo,
want to answer. I'm gonna answer a question here in chat that I saw. DZ said, why don't I ever
Ask the
reach out to
question.
those people instead of letting it be? Here's the thing. I'm a big, big, not this person, but believer in reaching out. I'm a big
I
believer
was
in reaching out and try to fix problems, fix
why
situations.
did
And
that
so
just
for the
hit me?
longest time, it's okay. It's okay. You're a little delayed right now. You internet. You got bad internet. It's okay.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
ain't
Um,
that mad. It's just her. She delayed because she high.
no. I reached out a lot. I reached out a lot. For the longest time, I was always the person that reached out. And hey, are we good? Like, to this day, I still reach out to people. Are we good? Like,
Mm.
because I'm usually the person who feels bad first. That's and I had to realize that, especially when it came to IRLs, I was almost always the person that felt bad first, and I had to realize most of the time these motherfuckers don't even care. So I
I
had
ain't
to
gonna
stop
lie.
reaching out personally because I had to realize that like I'm over here apologizing, and then now I see they laughing at me for me. Oh, you always apologizing and shit like that. No, because I actually truly did. I don't like that we had an argument. I don't like that we're not cool right now. I don't like that, and I had to realize a lot of people just don't care that we're not cool. To them, it's just
Hold
like
on.
whatever. So
I
that's why I stopped reaching out as much.
hold on. I say this. Instead of stop reaching out, this is what I turn my reaching out into. Instead of it being, are are we okay? Are you still mad at me? I had to learn the same thing. I turned it into, this is your once a month go off tell all check in. You get one time and one time only to go off tell all and tell me how you feel about me not being here or how I have disrespected or disappointed you this month. If you
I'm
do
gonna
not
slap the
speak
shit out you.
now,
This
you do
this
not
month
hold
is
your
insane.
peace.
We gonna fight.
And if there's issues, we leave.
No, bitch. I'm gonna fight every person you sent that message to that has something to say. Stu. Okay.
Again,
Ooh.
most people don't
No,
have an issue with me. When they
Right.
have a
but
genuine
hold
issue,
on.
it's something like, bitch, you disappeared for an extra 2 days this month. You told me you were gonna disappear for 14 days. It was 16. Bitch, where the fuck was you? Because I do
From
disappear.
14
I
to
really like
16 is
that.
crazy. Them two
But
14
extra
to
days be a
16
lot. That's
business
48
days. It be
hours.
like that.
Like that's 48
so
hours, the
It
longest
be like
time.
that. At least I give you a heads up.
for one, I
Like
give
my
you.
brain is gonna go spiral this month because I got a lot of shit going on.
That's
We can
true.
elaborate on that later. I give you a hard time, jokingly, for disappearing. You're like, I'm like, this bitch left me. She said she'll be back real quick. She been gone for an hour. But like, all yeah, you see the face, the guilt. Like, but stop. That wasn't the point. That was the point, but that wasn't the point. The problem I have with you and Stu is y'all need to be recovering people pleasers.
We
Don't
need
stop
recovery
caring
crystals.
about like your relationships, but start caring about people's lack of response to you caring.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
if you care enough to check in and be like, you know that you had a fight or something that was said that hurt you, or you said something that hurt the other person, and you want to check in and make amends, that's great. But if they don't care or they're laughing at you, it's fine if it's not a big deal. But the dismissive response to how you felt about it and not even want to talk through that is concerning.
It definitely
And
was for a very long time. And once again, shout out. I see that's why Lady type in chat. She had to tell me. Jay had to tell me. And I'm getting to the point now to where me personally, I can't speak for Bunny. I can speak for myself. Me personally, I'm getting to the point now to where I'm like, okay, you know what? You're not okay with me, or whatever. We had disagreement. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not going. And now I'm getting to the point where I genuinely am okay with that. I think for the longest time I wasn't okay with it, and this kind of goes hand in hand with digital mask stuff like that. Is I think a lot of people are more comfortable online because they don't, like you said, they don't have that fallout. They don't have, and if they do have a fallout, it's easier to just block a person and never have to talk to them again.
Hmm.
It's easier to just do that. Whereas IRL, you block a person and shit, you still might see them at the goddamn grocery store. You still might see them at the club or whatever. So you can't just like block them, and that so you gonna have that conversation sometime. Whereas online, you ain't going. Once you block them, they gone, right? So I'm getting better, right? I'm getting
Yeah.
better at being okay with letting people go, which is hard for me as somebody who has lost a lot of people, like a lot. Loss has been hard for me, right? But I'm getting better at being okay with loss because it's just a season. Everybody has a season, and the longer you try to hold on to people, the worse honestly gets. You know what I'm saying?
You need to like
I
think
just
about how you think about that, because
Hmm.
like people have a tendency to turning loss and internalize that into abandonment, and like making it seem like someone left you, be it they died or y'all friendship ended. And you need to change how you think about loss instead of like a loss season into a growth season, because
the
things
way
change when you
Not
go.
I'm new to block. I'm new to block people, and I'm addicted. Hey, look, don't.
I'm done.
Hey, when I say I don't burn the bridge on fire, I set the whole building on fire. We don't burn bridges, I set the building on fire, baby.
I ain't even gonna lie. I get to the point where once I forget you exist, like in any way, shape, or form, like I forget you exist. Like you have to call me, and I genuinely have to be like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Hmm.
Hmm.
I just don't even answer the phone. I just watch it
Hmm.
ring and see if it's important enough. You leave me a voicemail.
Or text
If
me.
you don't leave me a voicemail, you gonna text me. If you don't text me, then it wasn't important enough.
That part.
JJ, I feel like you had something to say. You ain't. You been kind of quiet the whole time. You've been marinating. What you got to say? She said she a Leo. Chris,
Nope,
what?
I'm an
What?
Aries.
Okay, Chris want everybody to be a Leo so bad. Nobody. Jay.
Hold on, wait. Can we go back up to before the she's a Leo part? Because that is a good talking point.
Let me say, people also don't think friendships ending feels bad. True. I, I'm not gonna lie. I lost a friend during a relationship, and I was crying. I'm friends with a lot of females. Friends with a lot of females. So, and I'm gonna be honest. The fact that I was crying over the loss of that friendship probably was the reason I broke up with that girl. But I didn't break up. But we broke up because she was so mad that I was sad over losing a friendship. But I was just like, look,
I mean, see,
you don't
like
know what that shit hurt. That shit hurt.
I needed you to pin that, because like I had two personal experiences very recently. One of them with somebody I was best friends with for like 10 years. We lived together. We've been to some serious life changes together. Went through relationships together, and then like she just poof, no
It's gone.
contact, just gone.
It's gone. That shit hurt.
And I was just like, and then this everything, all the worst things, and then like I started like internalizing and hyperfixating on all the bad things that ever happened in that time experience. And when
Hmm.
I decided that I'm gonna heal and need to actually evaluate that relationship, there was a lot of good things that happened. There was so much more good things that happened than bad things. And I was like, maybe it was just time for both of us to. It's okay to outgrow that relationship. It was 10 years. It was not insignificant. I cried. I had people calling me, checking on me. It was hard. Like my mom called me. It was like, y'all need to make up. That's being your best friend for XYZ. I was like, maybe it was just time.
Sometimes it just being time is definitely hard for a lot of people.
Do
But
you
just,
think it's possible for people to fall out of a friendship silently and peacefully?
Yes, I have done it several of times.
What do
silent
you think is
people.
harder? Would you like harder on you mentally, like falling out of somebody's life? Like,
If I've so here's the way I operate. I will give you chance after chance after chance to fuck around and find out. But once my
mm,
fuck around and find out meter has hit the max, baby, I'm gone. Ain't no fireworks show. Ain't no. Boom bop. I did that fireworks show once with an ex. Once. I unplugged every single camera he had in that house, and he don't know what I did while I was in that house.
I'm sorry. Wait,
Okay, hold
because
on.
because I
Hmm.
wasn't. No, she said I
But
put every single camera in that
the
motherfucker.
listen,
Like,
one of my favorite. I live life by mottos. One of my favorite mottos is don't turn feelings into felonies, because I can easily do that, but I
we
choose
we we,
not
we
to.
appreciate that. Don't turn healing. Yeah, don't no felonies around here. Cause I'm broke. I can't afford to bail you out.
Hold on,
So
because
you know.
someone had a question about autumn. So the thing about it was like um mm, the way it happened, I felt replaced.
Mm.
So when we moved, I live in St. Louis. Somebody asked where everybody's from. I live in St. Louis now. I'm not from St. Louis. I'm from Chicago. That being said, I moved from Chicago to St. Louis with said best friend. It was just us.
Quick question. Quick question. Sorry to cut you off. What side of Chicago are you from?
South side mostly.
They only have one side. They only have one side
We don't talk about the
of
west side.
Chicago.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the west side.
Nah.
You in the right
So
chat, Dizzy. You in the right chat.
you from the low end or you from the high end?
We moved to the low end a while ago, but it was mostly the high end. Like
One
I was,
side of Chicago.
I
I
was in
rest my
like
case.
90. What is it? Because I gotta
The other
remember.
three don't exist.
Lady, lady,
It's
lady,
okay.
I
I
love
know.
you.
I
I'm
know.
sitting
It's
here
okay.
genuinely thinking of every person I know from Chicago, and I'm like, wow, they
Okay,
really
you gotta
ain't
South
from
understand
any
this.
other side of
Most of the black
Chicago.
people live on the south side or the west side. Okay, most of the Spanish people live in
I've
the north,
never heard
and
it
I don't know who
from
live on the
any
east.
other part of Chicago.
It's okay. It's okay.
I just had a whole
Oh,
Oh my god, bro.
revelation. What's the word?
that's
Oh, Angela's like 3.5 hours away from you. That's nice. But hold on, wait.
Oh,
So let me answer the question. Somebody's like, someone asked how that happened, like how did it vanish? They don't agree with just growing out of it. Again, that's why it was so hard for me. What happened was, while we were living together, she went through a bad relationship. I went through a bad relationship, and a couple other extra things. And then I was having a really hard time, and like I'm always everybody's support system, and like I needed a support system, and she isolated it.
mm.
Like her door stayed closed, and then like she met this guy online, and it was like after she went the whole I'm gonna die alone and I'm never gonna meet anybody phase, and like I was still going through a hard time, but I was still trying to be like, you're nice, you're a sweet person, someone's gonna love you and love you better type thing. So she meets this guy, they hit it off. I'm cheerleader in the corner, like, yay, yay, glad this is happening. This is gonna be great. Then he comes, they get engaged, and he's making plans for like all of us to move and like get a condo or a duplex, and like me have my own apartment and them live downstairs or something. And me and him are like, okay, cool. And then she's like, actually, I want to move away. And she's like, I'll come back and visit. I'll call you every other day or like text you every week or something. Like we'll communicate.
Mm.
And then she just left.
And that is hard. Sending
And then there
hugs and
was
love to everybody.
so then there was just no follow up.
And I think
Then
that's the hardest part.
so
That's definitely the hardest part when there's no follow up and stuff. It could be like that. So we're gonna move on because we was on that question for a very long time, but
yeah.
that was a really deep question. I feel like we need to be on that, and that's why there's no time limit for my podcast, kind of, sort of. It's just a
So,
very because there's a very I have a very long time limit. Put it that way, right? Um, so going to the last question of like how people are safer online things. So do you think what makes people feel safe is the anonymity? Which, by the way, I spent a whole 30 minutes learning how to say that word. So I need y'all to really thank me for learning how to say the word and then fuck anonymity because I had to listen to it. I had to be like, how do you say it? How you spell it? I kept saying anonymity. No, it's anonymity. Okay, anonymity. So do you think anonymity online helps people be honest, or do you think it gives them an excuse to hide? Jay, I'm gonna let you go first.
No, don't J me first, nigga. Like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. What the fuck did you say?
The incognito.
It pretty much means
Incognito.
yeah.
There you
It's a
go.
word.
Everybody here, me. All right, yeah, Jay. How you feel about nigga? What? I'm over here fried. Like, boy, what the fuck is he talking about? Oh, that's that word that I'm looking at that I can't pronounce. Okay, that's what he's saying. All right. All right. All right.
Wait. How you gonna Google the word you don't know how to say it?
And Miller,
I
I
know.
googled it. Look, I
No,
googled it
it's
when
right
the
here on
question
the,
came up.
I got the questions up. So it's like I ran into that. I'm like, and me? I don't know what that is. Then he got to the part. And I'm like, oh shit.
No, not immunity, Daisy.
No,
Not
and
immunity.
I'm
Like,
gonna copy and paste it in the chat because when I tell you
oh
when
my
this question
god.
came up, and I was like, I cannot be on
Immunity.
stream. I cannot be on this stream and not know how to say this word. I gotta
That
Why did
boy
you
practice.
studied the
nickname you
question.
I studied the
Debo?
fuck out of that
He
word,
looked at
man.
it, he read it, he spelled it, he brailled it, everything about this motherfucking word. He
Man,
gonna
that's
hit me with the motherfucker. All right.
man. English language
Man
is
traveled
stupid.
to Narnia to figure out how to say this
Yeah,
Yeah,
damn
so
word.
that's the
literally.
word anonymity. That's the word right there, and so that's how
Oh
you
my
spell it,
god, bro.
man. When I tell you, I studied that. I studied that. Studied
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I would
you
even
did
call you
that.
Debo on the stream because
That
Debo gets to say anemone.
yeah.
He's like, I live in anemone.
And look, my ass decided to wear an orange hoodie. And I'm over here looking in, sounding like Nemo.
Okay, all right. So here we go. Here we go. Because everybody in chat,
Bruh.
well, not everybody, but a lot of people in chat saying, "What does anemone mean?" So this is we're gonna go ahead and share my screen.
Use it in a sentence.
This is the first time I've used this feature, and it's the first time I've used this feature on the podcast. So here we go. Boom. This is anonymity. Okay, the condition of being anonymous,
Sir,
lack of
we can't read
understanding.
that.
What?
I
It's
think
too
I
small.
think you're saying it
That
wrong
is too
because
small.
It's too small. Bet, bet,
That
bet,
is
bet,
it's
too
bet.
not too
small.
small. It's not. You just hide.
Oh, yeah, I
Too
can
You
see
high.
it.
can't read it.
Okay, there we go. There we go. I still can't read it, but I'm gonna pretend.
Okay.
Anonymous. Anonymous.
And wait, can you hear it if I press play?
Anonymity.
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you heard that.
Okay, look.
Anonymity.
There you go. That's what I was doing when I was learning how to say the word. You feel me?
It's like
Anonymity.
being on level trying to learn Spanish.
Oh God. So one more time for the chat.
Anonymity.
Anonymity. Okay. So the condition of being anonymous. Most people who agreed to talk requested anonymity. So they did not want it. They wanted to be anonymous. And so I think that's why it's very easy for people to be safe online because of their anonymity. So now we all know what that word means. Let's go ask the question. So, do you think anonymity online helps people be honest, or does it give them a reason to hide behind their anonymity? I'm about to say that all damn
Okay.
day. And then Jay, you go first.
I think you said help them be honest.
That's what you fucked up.
Help to be honest
Nah,
or rude.
nah. You know what? Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Because they could say what they feel and how they feel when they feeling that feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I also think that it helped them lie too, because
Mm.
boom, right? For example, if I hop on a post, Stu, that you don't post, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of your posts is gearing towards both sides of an opinion. Like you want a male and a female side of an opinion, right?
Right.
So if this bad John, what I'm saying, hop on that thing and get to speaking, you know what I'm saying? I could go ahead and do some research behind her first to see if she enjoys arguing or not. You know what I'm saying? If she wants to that back and forth, or do she enjoy camaraderie? So I can go ahead and
Now
base
he trying
my.
to now he trying to
I
undo
can,
words and
you,
shit.
you feel me? I fucked up with anonymity, so I gotta go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, I gotta get that back. So anyway,
Man said, "What is that
it,
T word I know?"
so it can help me, figure out how I'm gonna reply, because I might, you know, shoot at that John that hopped on. You feel me?
Mhm.
So I feel like it's a two-way street on that. It helps tell the truth and it helps create a monster.
Create a monster. Okay, so Bunny, what you think? You think it makes it easier for people to hide behind who they really are? It makes it easier for people to lie, or does it makes it easier for people to tell the truth that they anonymous?
Oh, baby, it lets them tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, whether it be the nicest words of encouragement down to the nitty gritty. Boy, you racist as hell. What the hell? Shit
Mm-hmm.
that people be
Mm-hmm.
saying.
I completely
It
agree.
ain't no rest for the weary nor the wicked, and maybe the internet they up 24 motherfucking 8.
Add another day for sure. Love
Facts.
that. Love that. Lady, what you think? Are people more honest, or do you think they lie more because of anonymity?
Oh
Oh, they can join too. What's up?
no,
No.
Not that they could join.
I don't know who it is. The thing that I agree with Jay and Bunny because the thing is, it doesn't let people be more honest. It lets them be whoever they want to be, and
Honest
that's
is not right.
that's the chat with being online. Hold on.
Yeah, my bad. This is not rivals. You're so right. Thank you, Reeby. Uh, I'm sorry. How we both typing?
Sorry. And you don't have to. My keyboard is like typewriter style. But no, I feel like the anonymity of being online lets people just because some people are like transparent more online because they don't have to go through the awkward stages of like getting
Mm-hmm.
to know people. They just immediately themselves. But other people are like they want to see how many different people they can be.
Mm.
Like you got those people that are like on that, and I'll say this because girls are like gamer girls are guilty of it for sure. You got the online slut buckets. They,
Mm.
but they're just like that online. You meet them in real life, and then like, oh, she got standards. Oh, she not just gonna date me for whatever. Oh, you was just sweet talking me out of my money because you knew I'd buy you whatever you want if you agreed to if you were agreeable, liked what I like, and said what I wanted to hear. But then you fuck around and try to date this girl, and she not that person. She make you wait 3 months before y'all have sex.
Like, what the fuck am I? Let me stop.
But I'm just saying.
Oh, I
So
hate dudes like that, sir. Just because I want to be a reformed hoe, don't mean I got to be a reformed hoe when it on your time frame.
No,
Shit.
look, okay. Look. This ain't the podcast for that, but I'm bringing it up right now because
Oh Lord.
don't be reformed when it comes to me. The nigga after me, you can reform because ain't no
Not
way.
the one after.
Because ain't no way. Especially if it's just a bro. It's too calm down. Okay, baby. I'm gonna save it for the 26. I'm gonna save it for the 26. I'm gonna save it for the
it's
26.
26.
I'm gonna save it for the 26. But W rate.
I'm gonna be here for the 26. You're gonna have to remind me. I
Stu,
got to
calm
get
down. We
here.
have
I
guests.
got
Okay,
to
baby.
yeah, remind me.
The rate is crazy.
No,
Well,
W.
I'm not trying to hear that shit, Stu, because you're a lover boy. So you ain't no don't be a reformed when I get to you. No, I ain't trying to. You like that.
No.
That's what you want. That's what you want.
I here's the thing. I
You,
want the love. I always want the love. My thing is I want both. You know what? I'm just a
You
selfish
can't
nigga. Can I?
get
I'm gonna be
both.
honest with myself. I'm selfish as fuck.
You
I'm
can't get
selfish. I
both. You
want the
can't get
hoe
a
and the
you can't
housewife.
get
How
the
about
whole
that? I
how?
want both. I
Okay,
How?
want
What
both.
magician
hold
work
on,
do
buddy,
you
buddy,
know
hold
how
on.
to do?
I want both.
What Bob the Builder ass
Buddy,
bullshit you be pulling out your waistband?
hold on, buddy. Let me say what I'm about to say.
This ain't
Cause
build a
like
bitch.
I feel like Stu, if you want
I was
one,
playing.
you gonna
No,
have to make her your wife then. You gonna have to
no,
both.
and I have no problem with doing that. I have no problem. That's one thing
Okay,
anybody that knows me would say. I have no problem wifing a hoe.
You over here
Unfortunately,
interrupting my
so,
big
but,
bastard. I'm over here trying to decide what I want to eat.
I meant the opposite. I meant wife, the housewife, because she might be a hoe.
right, exactly. So that's my problem is finding the reverse. But no,
Yes,
look.
in the back.
Anyway, that's not the topic of today's conversation. Oh, I can't wait to the 26th. That's gonna be a good ass podcast. That might just be a part one and part two. The 26th is
Oh
gonna
my
be juicy.
god, bro.
For anybody, we're gonna take this. I'm gonna shout it up a little. Make sure y'all tune in on the 26th. If y'all want to be on the podcast on 26th, come on out. The 26th, we're talking about dating in 2025. We're telling horror stories. We're telling just all that just when it comes to
Horror
dating.
stories.
Should
The
I wear my Halloween
26th.
costume?
So we're giving
Yes,
horror stories.
and everybody on the show is gonna be in cosplay. So make sure y'all come on the 26th. It's gonna be a banger podcast. Banger podcast. But let me get back to because the lady said let me stop. Because this is going
What's wrong with you?
I
man?
just said what I said. Because I feel like, Bunny, like, you asking for too much. I'm like, no, he just asking for it in the wrong order.
no, yeah, I'm definitely it's not that I'm asking for too much.
So
It's
what order should
it's
he
how
ask it in?
it's
He
Because
should
at
ask
the
for
Hey,
the
can you
wife
drop it like a
first.
top for me real quick and then bust it down in the kitchen?
No,
it's not like that.
voice, Bunny.
No, all I'm
Words.
saying is I'm gonna put it this way, and I'm gonna put it this way, and I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna put it this way, I'm gonna leave it. I love that you are soft and intimate, and you want to be a beautiful woman with me. That's the side that I want, right? I want to feel loved and respected, and have a conversation, all that shit. But at the same time, a nigga's still horny too. So why when you get to me, you want to stop giving head sporadically? You want to stop doing this You want to stop all the freaky ass shit. Oh, now you're tired. Now
I'm
you're
gonna say,
but all the other niggas got all that side. Now, it's not that I don't love the side that I got. That's cool. I love that side. I love that side.
I'm
Keep
gonna
that
say what I
side.
said.
But I also want the side that Tyrone got too. You feel me? Because he got a side that I ain't get to see. All I'm saying is I want
Listen,
all of it. I'm
Tyrone,
selfish.
Pookie, Ray
I'm
Ray,
selfish.
and Darn Quavy is
You
gonna
know?
get the same versions of the coochie.
That's fine.
I'm just sorry.
Okay,
They
they
may
all
not
work for it.
But like I said, go ahead.
Hey, Stu, make
I
sure
just-
that
I
get
just
clip
wanna
right
say
there.
Oh, yeah, that's clip. That's definitely clip. 100%.
Make sure you clip that. Your
That's definitely
conversation.
clip.
Make
That's
sure.
definitely going on
Listen.
socials tonight.
Hold on.
Like,
That's the clip is.
I gotta say something real important, Bunny. Because Bunny, you know me. For the record, guys, I am celibate, and I need to like level with Stu because I feel personally attacked a little bit. Because like I ain't been in that many relationships, okay? And I got a high sex drive, but the problem is, I felt like when I was intimate with people, when we weren't married and we were living together, there was a lot of like sexual and emotional manipulation with that to
Mhm.
stay. So then when I put this boundary up of I don't want to have sex with anybody until I'm like actually intimate with them without sex, and we actually decide that we want to have a future, because I know we get married, baby, you can ask for everything, hands down. There's not too much that's off the table, okay? But there has to be a table to put it on. There has to be a foundation for it now. Because I was like, bro, I had no standards, little standards, and I was just like, and I've only had 2 long relationships. But I was like, there was red flags and yellow flags, and I ignored them because the D was good.
and all I'm asking you to do is keep ignoring shit
No,
to me. That's all I'm saying.
no, it's not a
Because
healthy relationship.
no, because and this is why I say that. This is why I say this. This is why I say this. And this is only with me. I'm not speaking for no other man on planet Earth but Stu. Okay. Now, if other men agree, cool. But this is just for Stu. I know I'm gonna treat my woman with respect. I know I'm a lover. I know I'm gonna go out or go shit words. I know I'm gonna go all out for my woman, right? So it's not that you don't have to worry about your love being reciprocated. See, that's the problem. I think a lot of people did that. They stopped giving a love, or they stopped being a hoe, whatever you want to call it, whatever word you want to use, because that it wasn't being reciprocated. I'm going to reciprocate. There's no question about that at all. That there's no question. Matter of fact, and I can only say this because only in a couple instances I've had females tell me, Stu, yeah, with you, I'm gonna be different. Different how?
I want you to look at Jay's. I want you to look at the comments because Jay said something.
No, I see what Jay's being a recovering hoe, and that's cool. Anyway, I'm gonna say this last because we got back on topic. But no, yeah, being a recovering hoe.
Save that for later because that's gonna be a good talk.
Yeah, this is gonna be good talk for sure because we gotta get back on topic here.
Because
But just know On make sure y'all guys see a good preview of October 26th. Make sure y'all tune in October 26th, 3 p.m. Eastern time. It's gonna be a great conversation as you can see. Uh, so, but with that, that's a struggle on its own. Okay.
Hmm.
What kind of struggles do you think people hide behind the digital mask? Right. Because I know Bunny, you talked about how you started streaming and what you went through. I've talked about what I went through when I first started streaming. Um, but lady, maybe if you have some struggles, or maybe you've heard some stories people have struggled. What do
Oh
you think
no,
are some struggles people have gone through that is behind that persona of a stream, of a game, or whatever?
or just a mask in general. So I still have struggles, but all of so for the record, I am clinically severely. I have severe anxiety and severe depression.
Okay.
It's a it's already been diagnosed. I don't want to do medication because I just want to figure out different coping and outlets. That being said, uh, games are meant to be how I regulate. I play games to relax. I don't play competitively. I only play ranked on marbles with Bunny because I told her that's why I mute people and they start getting a little. They start getting sweaty and start getting bitchy. I don't play games for that. It is how I like. It is not like I won't say it, I hide is how I cope.
Mm-hmm.
But how I cope is also how people hide. It's like how you hide anything behind any other addiction. How
Mm-hmm.
people hide like being broke behind alcoholism, broken relationships behind drugs. It's the same thing. We just have a whole person that's always happy. So my life's falling apart, but I got to be happy when I'm here. I can't randomly start crying because then you're like, oh shit, what's wrong with you? No, what's right with me? What was right when I got here? You don't know. Because I put this wall up or this screen where you can only see through so much. And I filtered out the good and kept in all the bad and all the broken and all the beaten up stuff. But yeah,
Definitely,
So, do you
definitely.
believe in oversharing?
I do believe in oversharing. That is a bad thing. Let me explain. It's one thing to like, and that's also like even when I was talking to you guys about some things, I'm like, I'm not gonna go into super detail because the details aren't important. But it's also like if you're gonna share something with somebody, there should be context before content. Otherwise, they're just gonna be confused. And I feel like oversharing can lead to trauma dumping, and trauma dumping is not healthy for relationships. Now, if somebody's like, "Hey, what's going on? Do you want to talk about it?" You say it's a lot to unpack, and they say, "I'm here." Then that is them consenting to you sharing, and if it leads to oversharing, that's y'all both agree to that. You all have to that. But like oversharing just to overshare, it's like stop, because then you're pushing, you're trying to make your problems my problems, and it's not. Like you start projecting your issues on the other person and expecting them
Mm-hmm.
to either deal with it for you or like deal with it with you, even regardless of what their personal situation is. And that's not fair to anybody.
Facts.
Mm.
Yeah, others not really there listening, comprehensive. Let's see, listening, and Jay, you right, man. You speaking truth right there. Listening to comprehend. I think a lot of people, male and female alike, do not know how to listen to comprehend, at least well. I have
Hmm.
my moments where I don't listen to comprehend. I have some moments I don't hear at all. So,
And that's how
but
you could tell that Stu not hearing it. So when you're talking and explaining what it is y'all talking about, he like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was also thinking, Jay, that this could have, but then again, so then you go back to like, no, Stu, listen to what I just said. And I'm like, yeah, that's that selective hearing that kicked in right there. You already had your shit
bro,
pre-made when you came in this conversation. Your whole conversation was already pre-made. You had that shit written out,
Well,
bullet by
Bunny's done
bullet.
the same thing, but that's the things between listen to comprehend and listen to respond.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
You're just waiting for an opportunity to say something that you miss what was discussed. Like,
especially if I'm gonna call with like a whole bunch of people, like a Discord call, there definitely be moments where I'll just zone the fuck out. I zone out. I'm in my own world for whatever, whether I'm on my phone or I'm in a game or whatever, and then I come back in the conversation and they deep into whatever conversation, and then I try to butt in. But I didn't miss out on so much context that when I come in, they're like, "Nigga, what?" I'm just like,
Hmm.
"Oh, I thought I
Jay is
was
talking,
agreeing
but
with
I
you."
don't hear him.
You looking at the mic, but you ain't saying it in the mic, Jay.
Because he typing. Please.
No, I'm looking at because who can't hear who? Y'all can't hear me?
He wasn't
Student
No,
as
talking.
you
you was
always.
not talking
Oh, okay.
for a minute there.
I was listening. I was listening. My bad. My bad.
Yeah. So that is good though. So definitely a struggle. So I think this next question. We're gonna move on to this, even though I know not everybody answered that question. I think this kind of goes what we're talking about when it comes to dealing with people. And I think Jay, you said something about this earlier in the pod. Have you ever dealt with burnout? Some people call it a social battery when you're trying to keep up with a certain image online.
Hmm.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Yes, I operate on
Online,
5%
no.
every day.
In person, yes.
Nigga
My
don't
people,
never charge the shit.
my people battery in person, yeah, it be low. Cause I use here's how I say it. You can't use my people battery if you don't pay for it. Meaning, if I ain't at work, I'm not using my people battery. Okay,
I felt that.
Yes, it is.
I felt that.
that's how I save myself. But online, a bitch be bored. I don't have no people battery online because I ain't got to deal with people in person. For me, dealing with somebody physically versus dealing with somebody pixely, internetally. Yeah, we making it worse today.
Hey, love it.
Hmm.
Anonymity. You know what I'm saying? All of that.
Like, oh, this is back there. Look at him. Wait, he's on this side.
No,
Wait,
he's on the
no,
other side.
that side.
Yeah.
I was right side. See,
Oh,
listen, this is how high I am.
but
I can't tell which side to point. I can't tell which
hey,
one to point.
this is one of my favorite podcasts. Let's get it.
I'm gonna
Look,
just, real quick.
she said we're
Hey, yo,
going.
Jay, come on, join me real quick.
Yeah. She looked like Chris Tucker off was that Rush Hour? He's like, which one of y'all kicked me?
Oh man. So no, for sure though. For sure though. For sure. So Jay, you know, well, you live off 5% when it comes to. So how much battery does your juice? How much battery does your people skills have, lady? What's your battery at?
Oh, see, you said Jay. I thought you was gonna wait for Jay to respond. I was gonna say,
Well, I forgot he responded first.
oh, I literally just typed in the chat. I'm like, whenever somebody's like, "Why you need to go outside?" No, I don't. Why not? Because they're people. Like there are
People
Hmm.
times.
outside, bro. People outside, bro.
Listen, listen. My last 3 jobs and potentially my next one don't require me to always be around people. Cause like
Mm.
I grew up with my mom's a single mom. I have 5 siblings. I have 4 siblings. They're all younger than me. I'm tired of people. I like the only people I want around me going forward. If we don't live in the same space, is my husband and any future kids. That's it. That's the only people I want around me, like all the time. Other than that, I can go outside and be friendly, like a few times a month. Other than that, leave me alone. You can
And
mess
here's
with me. I'll mess you.
me personally, and I think this goes back to what I was saying about me really genuinely loving interaction with humans. I like going outside. I mean, okay, I like going outside to an extent. Let me put this up here. I like meeting new people, talking to them, getting to, like I said, conversation. I like that, right? Um, but all day, like for instance, I went outside yesterday. I had to run around, had to pay some bills. I went outside. I walked 2.2 miles yesterday. Crazy. So for anybody who follow me and they know me working out, moving around, that's huge. I came in the bed and I KO'd, which is why Bunny. I know we were supposed to play earlier in the day, but let me tell you, my body said, "Fuck that PC, fuck that controller, lay your
Sir,
ass down."
I
So
had to take a
Mhm.
whole day of rest in between working out.
So I was,
Mm-hmm.
I was tired as hell, and so that was just yesterday. The day before that, I
Okay.
walked like another mile. So I did like 3 miles in 2 days. I'm still hurting doing this podcast right now. But
I'm
anyway,
proud of you.
sidebar. Thank you,
You did that
thank you,
shit.
everybody that said good job. Man. I been needing that, man. I been needing that. Whew. Anyway, but no, yeah. Further, I like being around people. Like I'm a people person. Um, I just don't like too much people. I'm a big person on energy. I'm a big person on energy. Like if you,
You knew it was coming.
did she just call bullshit on me? No, 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 no.
I'm sorry.
When you cough, did
That
she just
was
call?
that was perfect timing. That
That
was
was
perfect
perfect timing.
timing. That was. I don't know if it's because of some gas that she's smoking or it's stew. She's
Oh
saying stew
shit.
on bullshit. I
Oh
don't
god.
know. It can
Help
go anywhere.
No, that was funny.
All
That
I
was
know
perfect
is
timing.
you
That was
better not hit
perfect
the ball
timing.
again.
That
oh
was so
shit.
perfect. But on like
Oh
for
shit.
sure, like okay, for instance, if I'm going out to a club, right? Mind you, I don't like clubs because most of the time the energy around. Damn, she on her knees. You praying?
I said she gonna end up on the floor. You hear what I said?
I no. You need some water.
She need Jesus
Okay, she good. She good, y'all. Big
and
thumbs
a
up from
third
Poppy. We
baptism.
got this. We good. Right? She good. She good. She good. Uh,
Just to the rescue. Just take her out. Tell her to I don't
Zeus
know,
is
do better
currently
next time.
taking me out.
That's
He's
okay.
it.
fighting for
All
his
right.
life down here.
So definitely, whenever I
God.
did go out to clubs, so I didn't really like clubs because the energy in clubs just felt predatory.
It is very predatorial.
Very, it just felt predatory. It just didn't feel like a safe environment for me. And I'm not talking about like you know sexually or anything like it just felt like people when they go to clubs just don't have the mindset. At least how I view it, they don't have the mindset of just going to hang out and be friends. That's just me. That's how I see it.
Shit. I'm
Whatever.
good.
Um,
Okay.
but like me, I love kickbacks. My a perfect idea for me is all the people I care about. You know, me, Jay, Lady. You know, I don't know about Salty. But just a whole bunch of people. And look at Jay face.
I live.
There's a whole bunch of people, but I say 10, 15 people. We all in the house. We could be smoking. We could be drinking. We could watch anime. It could be a barbecue, whatever, and just having a good time, playing cards, spades, whatever. And we just having a good time. That's my that to me. I love it. I think I said this before. I love like a family barbecue type of atmosphere. That's my ideal, like a family barbecue. People you love and care about. You got some food. You got some people playing spades. You got some video games over. Everybody you can mix and mingle who you want to hang out with at the barbecue for that couple hours that day or whatever. That's to me that's perfect. You know, me personally, I want to take that salty.
See,
That's
listen, like Sue, I could do that twice a month and be happy about
twice a month. Hey,
it.
you feel me?
But like if you was like every weekend we gotta go out, we gotta like I don't drink to get drunk. I don't smoke anymore. I just want to vibe.
Put that first.
So if you're
Salty
like,
not about it.
why salty? Who is salty? What is this salty?
Salty no, no. I'm just playing around with this. I like playing around with Salty. You funny. Salty not about
Everybody,
My thing is, I'll show up to an event sober,
she ain't leaving so.
and if it makes me want to go outside and smoke within the first 3 minutes, I just leave
it. But
because that
what if
means
you
I
going
wasn't
outside to
feeling the
smoke
vibe.
to have fun though? Like for instance,
No,
if
that
Jay
means I
was
wasn't feeling
there
the vibe.
and
I
Jay
was
wanted to roll
bored.
up and say, "Hey, Bunny, I know you smoke. You trying to hit this?"
I mean,
I think it's
I
different.
would tell
Oh,
him to give me a few additional minutes
oh, okay, okay,
if
okay,
I actually like what's going on,
okay.
or I'd be
You still
like,
got to scope it. I feel you.
yeah. But if it's
Okay.
just an immediate, we going outside to smoke within the first 3 minutes, nah, fam.
All right. So Jay,
I'm gonna
wait a
just
little
go
bit.
ahead and go somewhere else, go across the street.
Yeah,
Well,
wait
because
a
it
little bit.
sounds
That
like
Latino
Bunny.
club looked like they was jumping over there.
They always jumping, ain't
For
they?
real.
Well, because Bunny,
Mm.
it sounds like you don't want to feel like you have to be inebriated to have a good time.
Okay, big words today. I like this. Let me Google
It's
that.
not that I don't feel like that.
No, no, I
For
say you don't
me,
want to feel like that.
yeah.
Because you're like, if I feel like I got to go get high, I'm leaving. And I'm like, because you don't want to. So it sounds like you don't want to feel like you have to be under the influence to have a good time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes and no.
Inebriated means drunk. Okay, nice.
Because
Drunk.
I
Drunk
love
is hilarious.
smoking and going out and enjoying myself. Because sometimes I end up at a Waffle House, sometimes I end up in a whole new state. You never know what happens.
I'm sorry, what? New York don't count because you live in Jersey.
So you just
But
so she a fun drunk. She a fun,
that's why I stopped drinking.
and that's good. You got to because that's not
I
safe. That's
drink
not safe.
selectively. Like I have to
That's not
feel
safe.
safe around you. If I can't trust you with my life, that means I can't get lit with you. That means I ain't gonna smoke near you. I ain't gonna drink near you. I damn sure ain't gonna take nothing coming out your mouth, face, or nothing, or no bottle that you give me.
Oh, okay. That's
Nah, you were thinking what I was thinking. We was thinking
yeah,
it
I was like,
together.
what are we talking about?
We was
Listen,
thinking it together because I was like,
How
it's
did
like
we get here?
Mm.
I want
Woo!
you to replay what you said and
I
the
don't
way you
remember
said
what
it.
I
I feel
said.
like us three all had the same thought.
Because you had me. I was like, yep, yep. And then you said something coming out of their face, and I was like, wait, what? Come back. Why are we, how do we get here? But then you said alcohol bottles. I'm like, okay. She meant like passing beverages and blunts
Blunt.
and
Right, right.
Passing the blunt.
yeah,
Never
but you
coming
know,
out your mouth, your
you
face.
kind of like suggested that earlier. So when you double back to it, it was almost redundant. So I was confused.
Um,
The next time I smoke with somebody, I need somebody to reteach me how to
oh,
get
we
high.
gonna learn
Cause
together.
I haven't smoked since college, so I forgot all the damn rules. I know
I
there's some
get you.
rules, but I forgot them.
Listen, I got you, bro.
I
No,
forgot.
she don't, cause she be dying every
I got
time.
you.
Yeah, I just saw you almost collapse. I don't know if I want that as my
No,
future. To
no,
be
No,
no.
honest,
you don't
So
need
like
that
I
coverage.
just
it's because I was like about to sneeze at the same time, which was a very unfortunate situation, and my
okay,
body
okay,
didn't know
okay.
how to respond,
Yeah, I feel
so it
that.
tried to save my life.
They try to say your life out. Okay, by
I
collapsing.
lived.
It
You
happens
here?
several
You
times
here
a
now?
day, Bunny. You need to talk.
You know.
Shh.
So,
Don't
so since we've talked about relationships on this podcast, which we're not really this wasn't a podcast for, but I'm glad this question was brought up to bring that up, right? So how do you feel? And I'm gonna start this off with Bunny first. How do you feel, or how does online personas affect relationships, whether it be dating or friendships or even family dynamics?
I'm gonna need you to be
How does an
specific.
online how be
What
specific?
relationship you want to know about?
Well, I mean, you can, like I said, we here for a while. You can talk about all three if you want to, but like, yeah,
Oh Lord.
I'll just ask you this way: has your online persona ever made somebody IRL feel different about you, or a relationship feel different about you?
Yep, I have had that a lot. So as you can tell, I am by no means, or anyway, a skinny bitch. I have never claimed to be a skinny bitch. I used to be skinny in high school.
but
I
you still a
think
bad bitch.
She's
Just
not
I had a
fake.
big ass head.
and you got a nice ass. That could not have just come into
First of all,
existence.
we ain't have to go down there, okay?
I
We ain't
mean,
have
you
to do all that.
fine. So let's just say it. Like,
Thank
Now
you,
you gotta
thank you. I
stand up. Now you
appreciate
gotta
it.
stand up. Like,
Okay,
it's like,
I'm working on that.
yeah.
working on what? Working on appreciating that you fine as fuck, or working on realizing you fine, or you associate you being fine
All
with
of
your
it.
weight. Because
Jay,
I
this,
need you to disassociate your weight with damn bitch you fine. You sat like a pancake house. Damn.
Did you say I'm?
so she's yo Jay. She yo Jay.
She
She
is.
she yo Jay. Okay.
She is.
She yo Jay.
The
Okay.
fuck you mean by that?
I think
She
it's
what
supposed to be
she
a
because
compliment.
you be telling me stuff like that all the time. Like you be telling me
You
stuff
just spoke
like
some real life into me, and
JB
I'm working on learning to accept it.
JB speaking life in me all the time. Nah, Stu, you not fat. All you gotta do is get this together. You be good. Hoes be all upon you all the time. He be saying that to me all the time. So I was like, okay, so she yo Jay. Okay, I get it now. I feel
Hmm.
it. Okay.
I mean, my belly bigger than hers. Like her, bitch. We wear the same size clothes, but you wear it better. Can I see the snatch waistline? The voluptuous booty. And even if you decided
All
you
right.
got a
Okay.
breast reduction for your back, you still be fine.
Not for the back.
But the back
Wait.
is oof.
I prefer that. Anyway, we're gonna say that for a Discord call because that's how y'all going on, man. See,
She did say so.
so
Oh,
how
I
does
got a
online?
question too. Hold on.
Yeah, so how does online personas affect relationships? You said you talked about you're a little bit of a bigger girl now. Your word. So
So
how has that affected you in relationships?
that comes with an already preconceived stereotype and notion
Mm.
of a lot of things, from dancing down to how many bodies I may or may not have had, allegedly.
Allegedly.
This ain't a court case. Do you think, girl?
Um,
Allegedly.
with that being said, mixing that into online, people who know me IRL, the moment I say, "Oh yeah, I play games and I stream," if I don't mention that I play games before I say that I stream, the first thing everybody thinks is I'm a spicy accountant.
OnlyFans. Hey,
Okay, hey, you got me. You ain't had to. You got me. 100%. That's a hundred.
Everybody thinks it.
I ain't going. You got me.
Even
You
my
got me. Cause
mama,
a
the
hundred
moment she
percent.
found out, no, the moment my grandma found out, she said, "Oh, I didn't know you could strip on the internet now." Grandma!
okay, but hold on. To be fair to your grandma, you did make jokes about being a stripper.
I was a stripper on GTA 5 role play. You got the most anybody can say they got out of me was some motherfucking pixel motherfucking pussy.
Pixel
Okay?
pussy. Pixel
Pixel
pussy.
And that pixel pussy was stingy as fuck,
J. Yo, you wasn't here for that conversation. You ain't come in yet. We had a whole
pussy.
conversation about pixel pussy. Yeah.
I forgot he wasn't here for that. It's his processing.
He like pixel
What?
pussy.
Ain't no way. There's, you know what?
It's okay. It's okay.
Hey,
We
clip.
had a
Let me
whole
see.
sex conversation. Oh
Let me
yeah,
see.
because I was talking to her Discord and
Cause
she was talking to
what?
you, Stu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We said
she
the
was
same
so
thing.
she,
Yeah.
so she was telling about
Mhm.
some stuff she did on GTA, and about how some people still hit her up and all this other stuff, and how people are thirsting over her pixel pussy, and so uh,
I told her
it
she should have
was
called girl at that point, but I was joking.
man, it was
Listen,
funny.
like I
It was
said,
so funny.
even the pixel pussy was stingy, bruh. She
Stingy.
was out here selective as a motherfucker. You couldn't say you had the pixel pussy. I'm just saying. Anywho, with that being said, when it comes to in-person relationships, especially if it's like somebody I'm dating, it either goes one of like three ways. The first way is, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I play games too. I bet you I could beat your ass at 2K. You damn sure can, because I don't play that game. I'm gonna be
Uh,
button mashing like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be passing to Curry and Jamal Iverson, okay?"
Yo!
Okay?
What? She
you know,
said Jermaine Jamal Iverson. Hey, that nigga a demon, whoever he is. Whoever he is. That nigga is next. Who's Jermaine Jamal Iverson?
oh,
He is next up.
Lord.
He is next up, bro. Like what? I don't know who it is, but I know he got the meanest crossover ever. I know he do. Look,
Bruh.
Like they be
oh
trying to play that digital love and basketball for real.
Oh my god.
Um, it either goes like that, or it goes, "So what I'm hearing is I can help make you some money." Sir, back the fuck up. How? Let me manage.
Jay,
Let me show you
yes.
how you
Say it
really
again,
do it.
Jay.
Manage what? I go live once every 3 to 6 business months, okay? If I sneeze on accident and hit the button.
she said business months.
Oh my god.
You get mad. You see, you say I give her a hard time when I say business days.
That's the second
Oh
one.
my god, bro.
Uh-huh.
The third one is genuine interest, which is very fucking rare. And that one is, hey, okay, can you teach me how to play? Like, I don't play these games, but I'm willing to learn or some shit like that. So, in my life of saying I'm a streamer, my relationships have been very. Oh, one thing I'm very known for as a streamer is, um, this is my normal PSA. This is not made for children under the age of 18. Whatever the fuck I say is whatever the fuck I feel. Whatever the fuck I feel is whatever the fuck I say. With that being said, if you get in trouble because you are in my chat and I said fuck 1 minute 2 fucking times, tell your mama not me. Tell your daddy to come watch me too.
Oh,
That's it.
Tell your
That's my
daddy come
PSA.
watch me too. Period. You feel me?
That's the
Period.
PSA.
What Drew skin copy? Period. Cause what?
No, cause like I don't know.
Clip that. That needs to be an emote.
No, cause like seriously, my baby face. It's like I have a baby face, but the body don't give that. The body gives. I done had maybe a kid or somebody tried to give me a kid at one point in my life,
Be like that. You know what I'm saying? Ooh,
and
we
unfortunately,
gotta get
I
Jay in the
somehow attract
mix.
children into my streams. So I had to start doing that PSA because one lady tried to hit up my inbox and get me banned from the platform.
See, here's the thing
Another
about
instrument. That's another relationship
here's,
that gets ruined.
here's the thing about that. I'm gonna say
Not that I
this.
want kids in my stream.
I got to figure out how I'm gonna say this without getting canceled.
uh-oh.
Stop getting mad at streamers for what your kids stumble upon.
For real.
Maybe if there were better limits, they wouldn't stumble upon these things.
Parental
Right.
guidance.
You know, I'm leaving it at that. Yeah, because I put the disclaimer up and I do all that. So if this little 12-year-old come my stream, that ain't my fault. That ain't my fault. Um, I work hard to make sure. But yeah, so next I'm gonna say it again. So, ha, lady, for you, has your online persona ever affected you relationship wise with anybody IRL?
Okay. Yeah. Um. Um. So there was a guy that I dated when we moved in. We moved to after I moved to St. Louis, and he became very jealous of my online friends to a very violent point. It was always, and his favorite slogan was like, "You love your online friends more than you love me," and I'm like, "What the?" I'm like, I spend 3 to 4 hours with my online friends when I'm in a relationship. I'll stick at 3 4 hours, okay? We talk whenever. But I'm like, you got me all day when I'm not at work. What are you talking about? So he broke things because he just didn't want me talking to people. He broke things that I paid for. Not like you bought it. I bought it. Bunny, I see that face. Don't worry about it. But I mean, that was a thing. And it was also a thing with like me and like some of my siblings. We were never been close, and I started finding friendships and close relationships online. And my mom would actually be like, "Oh, you're closer to strangers than you are your own family," and I would literally be like, "I wonder whose fault is that?" And like one of my sister that I'm not close to would always throw blood is thicker than water, and I'd hit her with the whole phrase, because the whole phrase is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. But
Mm-hmm.
so not necessarily my online persona, but my online life did affect those dynamics negatively. Now, a positive one is I do have an IRL friend that Bunny knows, and he plays games with us. Tag. Yeah, she's
Okay.
thinking about it. I saw her thinking about it. Tag is
It was a lot.
he's in the same server that we invited you to, Stu. I know this man in real life. He's seen me in better worse. He is my best male friend, period. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
he will go.
Platonic motherfuckers.
very platonic. But
I
he,
know what.
I know he would go to bat for me any day of the week. Because when I was with that person that was violent towards me, he was like, "Do I need to come pick you up?" I was like, "I will pick you up. You can come and stay over
I was gonna
here."
ask, are they still walking the earth? But that could be a question for
I don't know.
later.
I don't
All
care what
right.
happened to this man.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
need you to put that out. I
talk.
need you to put that out. Yeah. Because now the other side of the blunt has came to pass.
No, no,
I'm
no.
just
When she
kidding.
said he destroyed something, became violent, that's my. I'm naturally a don't fuck around and find out person.
Okay, okay,
Also known as a don't start nothing, won't be nothing person. And
Okay,
whenever somebody that I love and care for outside of myself, which takes a lot, by the way,
it's
is
okay,
fucked
buddy.
with,
Put the kitty claws down.
I become a little bit of a how can we solve the problem person.
Black Panther on healers. And if y'all don't play Rivals, you don't understand what that's
Oh
like. Okay,
shit!
but for anybody who
Black
plays
Panther Iron
Rivals,
Fist. Oh my god!
if you play Marvel Rivals, you know she's Black Panther on these healers. Basically, is what she's saying. Can't see them, you don't even know what happened, but you know you did. Like,
I mean, there
Yeah.
was Bunny. It's fine. It's been a very long time now, and it's. But the point was that was like the first big thing that happened that was like negative. That wasn't somebody that was related to me blood wise, because I'm the black sheep of my family. I'm used to not being close to them. I'm used to them not understanding me. But this person that I was like so like I love you and I would do any and everything for you suddenly didn't understand me, but he knew me. Like I thought he knew me. And like that was his reaction. I can handle it. And like he destroyed one of the ways I connected with people that actually cared about me and helped me and like talked me off some ledges about some things. And I hit there was a panic button that goes off when you're freaking out because you like true isolation is was terrifying. But anyway, so that was that. So that was the worst experience. The best experience is I have people like Tay that he shows up and we just goofballs online, but we're goofballs in person. And he's a chaos demon online. He's less of a chaos demon in person. He is a little different, but he's not very different in person. He's a little less, but he gives me so much heat. It's okay.
okay, okay. WWW. So Jay, for you, has your online persona, has J Mello 25 ever gotten in the way of Jay?
Yeah. Um, I would say getting extremely close with somebody, and the online J is a natural, a natural flirt. Kind of got me into a little sticky situation, but I had to go ahead and like I would say I gave no. Cut that. Never mind, never mind. But yeah. To answer your question, we're gonna keep that short. Yeah. Jay Mello has gotten Jay into some trouble a little bit.
Okay, I feel that. Okay. So because of that, right? When we talked about digital faces, we talked about people acting different. Um, I've never been part of the GTA community. I've heard the GTA community is kind of crazy, right? And I heard that people can latch on, and so I've never been part of GTA community, so I don't know. But in this digital age that we live in now, right? Is it really? Do you think it's really possible? Jay, I'm gonna let you answer this first. Do you think it's possible to fully really know someone, okay? Or are we just meeting a version of them that just happens to be within this 16 by 9 or 9 by 16 camera?
Man, first and foremost, you never truly know anybody because nobody ever really truly knows themselves, right?
That
Even
part.
those who claim that, oh, I know myself inside and out, everybody forget this variable in life: growth, change, however you want to, whatever you want to call it today, right? Everybody wakes up a different person.
Mm,
every day. You may feel like
mm-hmm.
you the same, but your next 24 hours will not be like this 24 hours, no matter what you know what I'm saying, no matter how you feel it. So I do not believe that you truly know anybody. You like because everybody changes.
I love that. I love that. I love that right there. You can never know anyone. Right. Yeah, I love that. So, lady, what about you? Do you think you can ever fully know somebody, or maybe not 100%? You know them very, very, very well online.
No, no, I agree with Jay. Like the only thing I think you can actually ever know about yourself is you know what kind of mindset you have, and even that's growing and changing. And if it's not growing and changing, and you're being stagnant, then I feel like that's when you just decided you're gonna die. The
Mm.
minute you choose to not grow and change, you chose death. You live like, but you're, you know what I mean, like living death
My
because you're not
grandfather used to say
progressing.
that.
So like, because like growing and changing comes from choosing to learn something every day. Like
Mm-hmm.
I reevaluate a lot of my relationships. Like there are some times with Bunny where I have had a minute, and I say Bunny because she's here, but I've had a minute. I'm like, damn, I know what I meant, but did I take that too far? Was that
Mm.
too much? Am I actually bitter about something and trying to make it a joke, or like was it actually a joke? Like the self reflection is all I got. I
Got
will
you.
never be like I know myself, but I will try to hold myself accountable. And like if you have basic values, core values, that's probably the only thing that will change the least.
Mm.
And I say the least, not because those things can change too. They can either merge together. You can drop one thing because you realize that that don't really resonate with who you are now, but it was who you were last week or last year. That's why people say New Year, New Me all the time, but it's not a whole year before it's a new you. Like it's not. It's a new
Mm-hmm.
you as long as you're like, y'all can't even see my books, but I have books up there, right? Behind
Mm-hmm.
me. Most of those books are focused on personal development and growth.
We love
And
that.
they still up there because I got to reread them once a year. I try to read most of them in the first 6 months. I read 9 books in 6 months this year.
I can
But
listen to you read it. I don't know if I'm gonna read it myself, but I can listen to you read
go get audiobook. But the point is, I highlight most of those books, and I realize when I reread them the next year, I highlight something different
it. Mm.
because something different stood out to me that time, which might be something else that I need to grow with, grow through, deal with, or like think about. So I don't think that there's ever that you ever really know somebody. Like I'm like I know Bunny really well. I know this version of Bunny really well.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
I
niggas be
hope
changing. No, let me stop. I ain't gonna do. It. I could
well
do.
because I hope that we'll both grow and change, and I hope that our relationship will have a positive effect on that growth and change. Because stagnation is a death sentence to me.
This girl preaching,
Mm-hmm.
preaching today. We got Reverend Lady in the chat today, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's saying that 100% though. You 100%. My grandfather used to always say you either get busy living or you get busy dying. Those are the only two options. And at first, I never understood what the hell that meant. But over time, I started learning. And what you said is basically what it means. Like, if you're not learning something every day, if you're not putting some type of effort in some type of day, your body just naturally deteriorates. And I personally can attest to that. Uh, when COVID happened and I stopped being moving, and I said, matter of fact, Jay, I sent you a video of me. I think it was today. I sent that to you of
Mm-hmm.
me pre-COVID. I looked different, I talked different, I was different, my hairstyle was different, everything. I was just a different Stu. And I was busy living. I was working, I had two jobs, I went to school, I had a girl, I had money. I was living. And then COVID happened, and for me it was just like everything just stopped. And I stopped with it. Right? I stopped with it. And then, that's when the online persona became a thing. Big Stu Gaming became a thing because Real Stu was just sitting in the house depressed. That's how Big Stu Gaming became a thing. Um but recently I'm getting back to getting out and moving and trying to just fix. Now the difference is now is because of basically 5 years of stagnation. Me moving now hurts physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all that hurts. And so that's something that I'm having to go through. I'm talking to my brother, but aka therapist, about like yeah, it hurts whenever you're just stagnant for a long period of time. You're dying, and I didn't understood it. I did not understand when my grandfather said it until I lived it. These last 5 years, I was dying slowly, right? And I ain't trying to go too dark on it, but I'm just saying that to say I feel you on that, right? I definitely feel you on that. But yes, I'm gonna get back to what you
Hold
were
on,
saying
wait.
about being. Yeah, go ahead.
Before you change the topic, I want to acknowledge something that somebody said in the chat. Because Ryu said, only certain people truly know you, and not everyone needs to know you for real, for real. And I want to comment on this because I feel like this is an important thing too. Because there are people you let close that you shouldn't let close with, and I think that's the thing why I'm glad that our my generation's learning it. But like boundaries early are so important because if you let the wrong people close because you have no boundaries, they tend to weaponize the things that you let them know about you, and they don't mean you any good. They only mean you harm. So I mean, I get that. Like I was like, I yeah, I just wanted to address that because that was a good point to make. That
It was a very good point. It I love a good boundary. You know what, lady? Yes, gotta love a good boundary because let me tell you what my lady taught me about boundaries. Because I'm gonna be honest, I was a goddamn field. There was no boundaries with me. And I had to learn that. I had to learn that. Lady, how many times did you basically violently tell me to get some boundaries? Like so I'm learning boundaries right now. So yes, the boundaries are very you got to have that. You have to put that, you can't have and not everybody can have access to everything. Um
And boundaries with family is just as important.
right.
just as important.
Oh my
That
God,
is
they're the
that
Mm.
most crucial. The
that is
most.
yes. Because I feel like there's a lot of times just because someone said your mama is my sister, I should be able to speak on whatever I want to speak on or
Boundaries
whatever.
are
You know what I said that wrong, but you know what I meant. Like
I know what you meant.
yeah. So yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I
So
don't give a
like
fuck. Keisha is my favorite response.
and look, just because and look, and I've had this conversation with my mama. I was like, Mama, I love you, but there's some times where you pull that mama card out to where you feel like I should be able to say or do what I want just because I'm your mama, and that ain't real. Like that, you should be able to say or do whatever just because you birthed me and I love you. But there's some times where and that goes for my dad, that goes for my brother. So
But
I think that's so boundaries. I thank you for saying that. Hit the nail on the head with that one.
and I think the thing is like, yeah, that you lady was like, you don't grow up with boundaries. I'm like, but yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like our most of our generation didn't grow up with boundaries, and most of our generation grew up with at least one narcissistic parent,
Oof.
and the entitlement that came with that. You like afraid to establish boundaries, and then you think because you're an adult or because they raised you, it's too late to establish boundaries. So you don't establish boundaries. You establish fences with gates that don't have locks, so they can just knock it over and walk in and be like, "Bitch, what? Oh yeah, I know you said this was a boundary, but if you don't reinforce that boundary with some concrete, you can have a gate, but it gotta have a lock and a key." Because
That's
people
why
just
I'm in
walk
the
in and
state of
out
New
whenever they
Jersey
want
now.
to.
Where my
Right.
food at?
Hold on, bitch, you got food? Damn.
You ain't tell nobody you was getting
You the
food.
I
hungry.
said
Hello?
earlier y'all was interrupting my big bakery
Well,
because I was politely scrolling on my goddamn Uber Eats.
I mean, baby got back. I didn't think you was talking about that back.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. So
You need a computer chair. I'm tired of you sitting on this hard ass chair.
no, so we down to the last two questions here. Jay, I'm gonna let you have this one right here. We down to the last two. So if you had to take off your digital mask, Dave, if you could take off J Mello 25 and just be Jay, right? What's one thing I or any people who knows J Mello 25 will be surprised to learn?
Mm. Those who are close to me, y'all know, man. Y'all know me honestly, so it wouldn't be a surprise of much. Y'all would know. Y'all know how I get. You know that 5% that I operate on, that get depleted real fast, and I disappear. I disappear for hours. I'll disappear for days. I'll disappear for weeks. Y'all know. So it's like y'all wouldn't. There wouldn't be a big difference between Jay and Jay Mello, honestly, with y'all. Like newcomers, they'll probably be like, y'all. They would probably feel like I'm cold. They would probably feel like I'm um distant, shy, observant, all of the above, honestly. But those who close to me, y'all already seen me full circle. Y'all seen me stressed. Y'all seen me relieved. Y'all seen me loving. Y'all see me hating. I wouldn't necessarily say hating, but that's the only word that's opposite of loving right now that's in my head. So,
Or
but yeah,
bitter.
y'all see me full circle. So
And the best way to see him full circle is make sure you tune into his stream, J Mello 25 on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
you can see these
crying.
circles
What
we
she
talking
say?
about.
I stream once every was a
3 to 5
business
business months.
month. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Not
Yeah.
till you take business month, sir.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I enjoyed that one. That was cool.
Well, make sure y'all hit that follow so you can be there when he get that business month. You know. Um. So, lady, with you, if you had to take off your digital mask, which I know you said the same thing as Jay, you really don't have one, but if you wasn't lady and you were just you, what was something that I would be surprised to learn, or
Mm,
anybody for reference?
damn. Okay. The reason, and I don't think this is much of a surprise,
She
but
done
the
kill
reason
somebody, y'all.
I'm
God
so
damn it.
patient is because the reason I'm so patient and why I'm so vocal with people is so that I have a clear conscience if I decide to cut you off, and it won't be a surprise. Like it'll be, I tried to talk to you about it. You don't want to be receptive, or you want to deflect, or and I'm waiting to give you a chance. But once that chance is gone, that bird is Brit is. It's not gonna be no contact. It's gonna be okay. It's nice knowing you. Bye. Like
Mm.
we have nothing else to talk about. But it's because I can do that with such a clean conscience because I was so patient and I tried to be understanding because I know what I tried to do. And I don't necessarily give you my timeline, but it's more of I address this with the expectation that you know that you did this thing and it rubbed me the wrong way or it hurt me, and also instead of blowing up on me, tell me if something that I did hurt you because I don't like conflict, but I do like conflict resolution.
I feel that. I feel that. I feel
So
that.
so I burn bridges if I feel like this is gonna just be a path that leads to just endless conflict.
Okay, I feel that. I can respect that. I'm gonna go ahead and tell my point of view because some of her munching, so I'm gonna tell my point of view.
Wait. Let me ask a question real quick. How do you
Yeah.
analyze if it's going down that path or not? What are your signs?
Um, it's like if I so I have a three strike policy, right? So if something happens and I bring it up to you, and your immediate reaction is to deflect it, the first thing I'm dissecting is how I delivered it. It's like, okay, was that accusation when I brought it up? Did this offend them? Are they not used to people confronting them about things that make them uncomfortable? First thing. I do a bunny thing, but not a bunny thing. I'll follow up and within 24 hours and be like, hey, I really feel like we need to talk for this if we're gonna have like this specific thing, if we're gonna have healthy communication, because all relationships are important.
Hmm.
Friendships, partner, like spouses, all of them are important. So if I'm like, this is a big deal to me, or this is important to me that we resolve this so we can move forward. If you're dismissive, okay, all right. I don't. Again, is it me? Did I like? Was I being thoughtless? Am I being dramatic? Okay, then I'll try not to gaslight myself because I'll do that real good. I'll gaslight the
Mm-hmm.
fuck out of myself and guilt
Oh
trip the
God.
fuck out of myself. So I got to draw the line there. Like, hold on, hold on, hold on. Because if I'm making excuses after the second time, I'm gonna say something one last time. It's like, listen, this is important to me that we resolve this because I don't want any future conflicts, or I don't want us to be in a repetitive cycle where we feel like we can't talk about hard things. That third time, you have a negative reaction, I'm done.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
people show you who they are the first time. You just got to pay attention. So if you're dismissing, deflective, or mocking me for feeling an emotion that you don't agree with or you think is too much, after I didn't express to you why this topic or this situation is important to me that we resolve, and I'm asking you to partner with me on a solution about it, I'm
Hmm.
inviting you to a discussion about it, not me just coming at your neck about it. Fuck it.
That's real.
Because then is the relationship worth working on? Is it worth building on, improving? Is it? Because it's clearly not to you as it is to me.
Save your energy.
Mm.
Save your energy. Save your energy, girl. All right, Mr. Chipotle. Um,
What's that Chipotle? I don't like boba.
is that Bubba?
That's boba.
First off,
What was it? What was it? You gotta
my
let us know what it was.
victory of the day. Shout out to Gong Cha.
Man, what?
Why take so long to say that?
Gong Cha for the first one. And then the second one, the halal guys.
Okay.
I've heard halal guys. I've never had it. I need to, they just opened one near me like a couple
I'm on
days
my
ago.
fitness journey. It's worth it. All you need is
Lady,
a
I'm
little
a
salt and pepper
Sagittarius.
and a little
She
bit
is
of extra
Sagittarius too. Both
seasoning.
Sagittarius from Chicago. Sorry, I cut you off. I'm sorry,
Shut up.
but
You
yes,
good? You good? It's
y'all
okay.
both Sagittarius. Y'all both from Chicago. Whoo,
Southside
y'all related.
Chicago.
Southside Chicago. Yeah, lady. This your cousin that you ain't never meet. That's what it is. I found your cousin,
I
brought it
got
to
a
you.
lot of them.
I mean,
That's
she
my
is a
dad's
lady.
fault. Yeah, her name is
Mm-hmm.
Milady.
Yeah, so yeah, that's yeah, y'all family, y'all don't even know it. But yeah, so halal guys, definitely. They just opened one near me, and I gotta get it. I'm kind of broke right now. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not broke. I'm in between blessings. But yes,
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
yeah. I need to get that. I need to get that. Jay, you and this damn finger.
Well, because the thing is, like, the time
Clock
he
it.
claps is him clapping without all the noise. But still, the reason why that's important though is because, like, at some point, broke is just a mindset.
True.
And if you always speaking, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, you'll never experience true wealth because you correlate wealth with money.
Mm.
So you all fucked up.
Look, I
So
can't be
you
having
being
two
in
J's,
between
man.
that.
Look, I need y'all. You say that for the last one.
I'd be like, my pocket's a little dry, but I ain't never gonna say I'm broke. Like, I think I did like twice. Bunny can catch me in that lie.
But
But
no,
I ain't
yeah.
even gonna say mine's just dry. I'm gonna say they just a little dehydrated. There's
what
still
my mom
moisture in there.
the abortion.
I could rub two nickels together and make a dollar.
Man,
Mm,
what? I need. I'm gonna stop.
I got a
Bunny.
dollar right here.
so,
Dollar right here.
so,
Fuck you,
so,
Bunny.
but if you had to take off that digital mask, if you had to stop being Blaze Bunny and just be, I don't know your real name, but yeah, if you just had
I
to be
do.
you, who would that person be that would surprise me, Jay, or anybody else that don't know you like that?
Um, hmm, nah, I keep it because even though some of my worst experiences were captured on camera, I wouldn't trade it because it made me stronger.
Mm.
It
Yeah,
made me the badass cuss your daddy out on COD person you see, or in this case, Marvel Rivals. Which are we playing after this?
Yes.
Before I forget.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm not. I told
Okay.
Ivy I was gonna play Smite,
Yeah.
so she
Yeah,
was
but
finna
I'm
tell
down.
me.
I'm down. Lady, is your alt like past gold? Like, cause can we get a lady? What's
Yeah,
your
yeah.
alt at? I know
No,
I
I'm
can't play on
past
your
gold.
main because you a sweat, but what's your alt at?
What you mean? Oh, it's about that lady,
No, I'm
lady.
talking yeah, mud lady, my bad. I'm talking mud lady. But yeah, so okay, okay. So you just saying you consistent. I'm gonna be honest when it comes to me, right? And
What's
Jay
up,
knows.
Jojo? You play Smite?
Jay knows because he's seen me IRL stuff too. But for anybody who's not close to me and all they know is Big Stu Gaming, right? That's all they know. They tune into the stream. That's all they know. If I had to think about this, I think I have been thinking about this question all week. What would somebody find out about me that would be so shocking that it would just blow their mind, right? I think my alt is gold one. How your alt still higher than me? I hate it here. Look,
Wait, repeat that question.
what the question that the question I just the question I was asked is if somebody
Yeah,
came
my processor is not processing that.
versus okay, yeah. So for me, if somebody came, if I took down Big Stu Gaming and just was just Stu, right, just Stu, what would surprise that person? Somebody who got accustomed to Big Stu Gaming, not Stu, but Big Stu Gaming. For me, it would probably be I have a lot of anger. I have a lot of anger, and I don't say that as like, and I think it's I think the correct word is actually pain. I have a lot of pain, right? And I try to hide it well. There are some people who I can't hide it, from, and they see through that shit. But for the most part, I have a lot of pain, and that pain is shown as anger. And so, but it really is just from a place of love. Like I've been hurt through a lot of stuff, and so just growing up, I've just not expressed it. I've always hid it. I've either turned on the stream, like for the longest time, and I've told a lot of people I started streaming because I was depressed. For me, whenever I was going through something, I just said, "Fuck it, I'm about to just go live and just escape." I'm going to Stewville because can't nothing bad happen to me in Stewville, so I'm going to Stewville, and that was my escape, right? And I feel like that's how it is for a lot of people. For me, it's Stewville. Like inside Stewville, inside my box, no one can affect me because it's my world. Kind of what Lady was saying earlier before. She said that she created a community to where it's her community. Which is why she's very free to be who she wants, who she is. She can cuss, she can do whatever because that's her community. Anybody you don't like, you can ban, right? And so that's kind of what I loved about it, streaming as well. I can ban whoever I want there. So if somebody who came to me and they see Big Sue Gaming, I'm always a super happy person. I'm always laughing. I'm always, I tell jokes, I flirt, I do whatever. I'm a super happy person. I think the biggest part they would see if they saw the real Stu is I'm also a very angry, hurt person more often than happy IRL, and that's what I'm working on. I'm working on bringing the happiness outside the screen, right? Outside the screen to just being happy all the time. That's what I'm working on right now. So with that
I
being
ain't
said,
gonna
we're gonna
lie
work.
to you. I
Yeah.
believe that we see that on your streams, bro. You rage. You're a rage streamer. So,
See, but that's a funny raid, right? That's a funny.
Is it?
That's a
bro,
that's a
you do
funny
you
raid.
really feel like all right, no disrespect, no disrespect, no disrespect when I say this. Nigga, do you really feel like you yelling, you
It's
as
funny.
Big Stu Gaming or Stu, You really feel like anybody that really knows you gonna still sit here and not laugh at you yelling IRL? I might die of laughter if I see you yell and being upset IRL.
I'm-
I'm not saying I don't take you serious, but it's like, nigga, do you really feel like your actual rage would make that situation funny for somebody who actually knows you?
yes and no, because here's the thing: when I rage on stream or when I rage just in public around people, I rage differently than how I would in real life. And I say that, and which is why I said anger when I said that first.
Mm.
I rage, I think, is just a funny thing people use for compilations and all the other stuff. You have rage baits and all other stuff. But when I think of anger, I think of violence. I think of like something that's not that good, right? And so yeah, I have an anger issue because of my pain. And so that's where people wouldn't, that's why I said there's a difference, right? Um yeah, and I think it's just more trauma based. I wouldn't say I'm an angry person like 100%, but I would say that when I do get mad and violent, and it's pretty bad, which is why I try to avoid that side of Stu, you know. But you can't avoid who you are. You can only just minimize it. So with that being said, we're down to a couple people here. This is the last question. What would you guys say if you guys have to talk to somebody who's maybe battling with struggling with identity when it comes to who they are online versus who they are in real life. The battle between whoever their online persona is to who they want to be in real life. What would you tell to that person struggling with that balance? Jay, you can go first.
Mm. So
Oh, I
technically,
knew
I
something.
can't.
Damn it.
Oh, you no, you didn't. Matter of fact, because we're gonna give you this question. Go ahead and hit her
Oh.
with the questions, Stu. Hit her with the questions,
What's
Stu.
Not the
what's the
That's
audible.
question?
Not the
diabolical.
audible.
Not the head
That's
roll. Hold
actually
on.
crazy. Oh, let me see. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I can't fix it.
What did I walk into?
Okay. All right. There we go. So we going. The question was, what advice would you give someone who may be struggling with the difference between online personalities and their true self, their IRL self? Like, what advice would you give that person for that person who's struggling with that balance?
Okay, let's go back because I need we need to talk about what that actually means. Because sometimes your true self isn't the person you are in real life, especially when some people escape to the internet to be their true self
Mm-hmm.
because the person that they are in real life is being suppressed by people around them, their environment, their community, their family. So you need to define which version of yourself is your true self, and then you need to eliminate the other one. You need to devour, consume, accept, and stop being the separate people. Because then you create this conflict of like an identity crisis within yourself after a while. Because then you start lose track of, well, I don't even know who the real Cheyenne is. I do. She's a little dysfunctional. She don't say nice things about herself sometimes, and she also don't say nice things about other people sometimes, and she's working on that. But there's no
Hey, look.
distinction between Cheyenne and Lady because that just complicates and leads to confusion.
Mm,
Fuck how it affects other people, how that affects you. Because then that's why people wonder where they get imposter syndrome from, who
mm.
they are versus who they're supposed to be.
That's deep right
So,
there.
does that answer the question?
It does. It was a really good answer. Um, Blaze, what about you? What advice would you give someone who struggles with that balance?
Hello. I apologize. Um, Give me a second. All right, answers loaded. All right.
Wi-Fi, man.
Listen,
She is her
it is.
Wi-Fi.
It's so
No,
delayed over here.
nah, it ain't. It's a crystal clear the whole day. I ain't give you no cop out, bitch. Your brain was delayed. She got high. She ate food. She need a nap. Come on, what's the answer? I'm ready.
Um, Simplify it. The less you are trying to be someone else, whether it be online or in person, that you're not, the more bullshit you gotta go through, the more lies you gotta remember. Simplify it the most that you can.
But then the question is, who you lying to?
Mm.
You can't lie to anybody if you're doing everything simply just the same yourself.
No,
However
what I
you
mean by
fucking feel. If you stop and ask yourself, does this make me feel any type of way? Does this make me feel like I'm doing something wrong? Does it make put me in a bad position or light with the law?
no, no, I hear what you're saying, Bunny, but I feel like the caveat for what you said too, though, should be figuring out who you're lying to. Because you're right. That is a lot of face. There's a lot of mass to handle, a lot of lies to remember. But then at the end of the day, are you lying to yourself or the people that you're interacting with? Not you, exactly, but hypothetical person. They need to figure out who gets their truths and who's getting their lies.
That's real. Jay, no, now that you throwing on somebody else, back to you now. You can't avoid this now. Who'd
Yep.
you
They was spitting though.
they was
That's
spitting.
some crazy.
They
And
was
I do feel
definitely
like,
spitting.
yeah, you definitely do have to figure out who you gotta figure out who you want to be at that moment or in that point in your life, and then figure out which side made you feel better. Was it your online or was it the other side? To figure out who you really are at that point in your life in order to figure out if if you are masking anything or who you want to be. So yeah, you got to figure out you first. They was spitting with that. I like that.
Like you said, he liked that. Him and his
I
damn
I love
like
finger.
when you
that.
like
Him and his damn finger thing.
Clock it.
For real, man. So that is actually that's the show for today. That's the show. That was a great show for today. This is actually the first podcast to go over 2 hours, right?
oh wow.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. For anybody who's still in the chat, I want to appreciate y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all. I want to thank y'all and show you appreciation. You feel me? For coming in here. I'm gonna say my final words on this by saying this. Oops, not dang. Why did it go to you? Oh, boom. There we
Because you the
go.
one who talking.
No, it should have went to me. It went to her. I'm saying so.
On my screen it went to you, baby.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
had to do it. So I'm gonna go off and say this. Figure out like everybody said, and you guys heard me on this podcast multiple times talking about what's real and what's not. Figure out who the real you is. Okay, you the real you is what matters, and I know that's probably the hardest part about life is figuring out who the real you is. Take the time, learn who you are, learn what you like, learn what you don't like, learn what triggers you, learn what makes you upset, learn what makes you happy, what makes you cry, and everything in between. Because only then can you really allow the people who are supposed to be there actually come in, and then you'll be happy. You won't have to worry about an online persona or an offline persona. It'll just be you and the people you allow to come in. So, with that being said, thank you everybody for coming on the show today. Blaze, Lady J again. You feel me? All everybody on the show. I would love to have you on the show again. Let me know. And make sure y'all tune in every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern time to the Cooldown Den. Y'all not going to miss the episodes we have the rest of this month. It's going to be some fire episodes. Next week, we're talking about the difference between your voice. Hold on, let me pull it up right here. Let me pull it up so I can see. Let me read the title.
Hmm.
Let me read the title because I came out. I'll be spitting with these titles. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be spitting with these titles. All right, so next week we're talking about the battle between your voice and your views. Okay, we're talking about kind of with everything going on with a lot of people whose TV shows are getting taken down because they disagree with a political person. We're gonna bring that down to the lower level and talk about what is something that you may say on your stream or your platform that may not be politically correct, but that is your God honest view. And how do you balance that? What you honestly feel and what you honestly say. So that's next week. So y'all not going to miss it, man. As always, remember to keep it spicy, keep it hot. Whenever you need to cool off, come on down to the Cooldown Den. It's your boy Stu, and I catch y'all next week. Peace.
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 All right, I'm gonna send that man Jay always leaves like as he says peace. He does that like consistently.
And he's ready. He's
He
ready.
a
Every
ninja.
he be ready. He be ready. That man be ready to go.
He a
Ch-
ninja.
so chat. I'm gonna send y'all over to my homegirl DZ. First person ever to come watch the podcast on YouTube. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna bless that. We're gonna honor her. We're gonna send y'all over her. She is awesome. She's an awesome person, awesome creator, and she fine as hell too. But I told her that she knows that. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see y'all next week, Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. If I still need some guests, so if y'all want to talk on the show, hit me up. I need guests every single week.
Okay. I got nothing
Where
to do on Sunday.
is
I praise the Lord. That's it.
you? Do praise the Lord. All right, I'm gonna send people over. All right, that is raid. I think I did this raid. So now let me make sure I raided before. Okay, yeah, I did. Thank you, ladies, for